Yeah, I remember
What
to
even
change
is
it.
this show?
We all play
Chaos.
with lumps of plastic.
That doesn't sound right. Mine are
Metal.
metal now. Just
Eh. Did you get those online?
yeah, I did. We'll see if they hate me.
Have you
I don't know
test
if I.
rolled one yet?
No, I left them in their nice
Uh-oh.
carrier, hoping that they would
Huh.
I'm treating
understand
with
and
respect.
respecting them.
Return the respect.
I've kept you in your plush environment. Don't be an asshole to me. We'll see what
and
happens.
you saved
Good luck.
rolling them until the moment
Mm-hmm.
that you're actually in a game.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Nothing like putting pressure on the dice, so
Yeah,
good job.
no, there's no pressure. It's fine. It's all fine. Here's the
Sure.
shitty thing. It's gonna be kind of hard to read them because they're round.
What?
They're
How can they
ra-
roll
like,
if
this
they're
is-
round?
It's a 20, and it has things that are theoretically facing up. We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
I think that's a pick your own dice roll. And I want it.
I mean, I like the whole, like, actual flat sides, so you know what is actually up.
Yep. So we'll see how this goes. It might be terrible. We're gonna do it live. That's how this whole show goes.
Fuck it.
Yeah, we know.
So it's been what? 4
It's
weeks?
been a
3
long
weeks.
time.
3
It's been a
weeks.
while.
All the weeks. Sai, what have you been up to the past month that we haven't done this?
It's too much to go into. It
Yeah.
just is.
Fair.
Bruises,
Uh,
bleeding.
All right, Luke.
Working on the book that I've been hired to do, working on my stuff, you know, just and taking care of the house here, fixing things, you know, just the never-ending battle against the degradation that this state does on a house. Also, had to fucking clone a goddamn hard drive because the server like the M.2 drive in this little computer is just dying. Won't save a program. Like, I'll install the program and be able to use it once. I reboot the computer, that program is gone.
That's weird.
So yeah, no, it's
Interesting.
very weird. So it's dying. So I had to replace it, and yeah, it's been an uphill battle as well. So it's been fun. Yeah, it's great.
Woodrow.
Weird.
A lot of waiting. Waiting on my main project, waiting on shit for work.
Hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
That's
so
my
it's just
life.
been a lot of mind-numbing, anxiety-inducing waiting for other people to do shit that I can't control. So, but yeah, and I've been working on stuff here to kind of keep my mind busy. But yeah, that's basically all that's been going on in my life. Cool.
Sweet.
Shay, I can get a mesh laundry bag with alpacas on it.
That sounds like
Did you say with alpacas on it?
Yeah.
See.
No touchy.
Good lord. No touchy. No touchy.
no touch.
Let me guess, we're about to go over a waterfall. Sharp rocks at the bottom. Most likely. Bring it on. Fucking love that movie.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
a
a
good one.
great
Absolutely
movie.
fucking love that movie.
Really good movie.
Watched
Sai
that
probably has no
actually,
idea what we're talking
last
about.
when I went up to go visit Feline, we watched that movie.
Nothing.
It's David Spade. I
Yeah.
think, right? Yeah.
Squeak,
Yeah.
squeaker,
Yeah.
squeak, squeakum.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love.
Can
That's,
you
oh.
take a
Kronk.
couple steps back that way?
Kronk is one of
Kronk
my
here.
favorite characters. Seriously,
Yeah,
Um,
Patrick Warburton's great.
agreed. Well, should we just dive into this?
Go on.
Head first.
Alrighty then. So, last time on Dice Dames and Dudes, the party learned that their existence, was
futile.
in a state of flux. Yeah, no, that too. But it's in a state of constant flux. The Manos code is switching the game verse into the ethereal, is stitching the game verse into the ethereal plane using the imagination of its creator as a blueprint, pulling an idea into reality. After some much-needed rest and armor customization for Bryn, the party decided to investigate the planar signals coming from other spots around the gameverse. On Terrace, they found the remaining tribe of dragon berserkers trying to survive a hostile environment without their dragon lord. Dis managed to sneak in, disable the lizard folk technician, then silently move around the camp collecting game servers that housed their home and several other games. Kronos was hacking a game tower, watching over the systems as Bryn watches their back from inside the Eviscerator. That's where we last left off. So, Bryn, you were kind of sitting around while Dis was walking around the city, kind of collecting these game servers and unplugging them to see what data could be pulled from them.
Sounds
In
like
that
what I
time,
did.
is there anything you want to do? Technically, you're just on the ship that's parked in the cave. If you want to look at the map, share the map. I can't see if it's pulled up right now on my computers. There we go.
Wow.
Yeah, so the way it is right now is Kronos is out here working on this tower, kind of tapped into the systems, hard tapped in. And then you are on the Eviscerator, which is back here. So you've kind of had the most quote-unquote downtime when this is going on. Kronos and Dis have had a more active role. You've kind of just been watching their feeds, seeing what's going on. Is there anything you'd like to do, or are you just going to want to chill out on the ship? Do you want to be out inspecting anything, or I just want to give you a chance to place yourself so you're not just like stuck in one position the whole time? Because you would be allowed to move around while stuff's going on.
You're allowed to move.
Yeah, you have agency.
You can do something.
Bodily autonomy? I can decide where I go? That's weird.
We didn't web
No, I
you
just
before
wanted to,
we
yeah,
left.
just starting with you because you've had the most. Technically.
No, there's nothing I can that I can do to really strengthen my bond with Axie, is there?
Not that you know of in the current moment,
Okay.
at this moment, no. But
Okay.
possibly meditation over some time, you could actually discover some things you think. And
Yeah.
so
The only thing I can really think of is I'm fine chilling in the van and attempting to meditate.
Down by the river.
Okay, so actually,
Usually
if that is what the course of action, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh Lord, we're
believe
starting with saving throws
You have
already.
a +6.
Okay. All right. I've been very nice to you. Be nice back.
Wait, kiss it first.
God.
You weren't nice back, you bitch.
You don't know.
I got a 5. Plus
Okay.
a 6, so an 11.
So you're trying to make this connection with
Go
Axie, and you're sort of going into this trance that you've gone into before when you've communed with Skegold, and you're trying to make that connection again since you have this little bit of downtime. And what you do get is kind of odd. You get this vision of there's these strange people you don't think you know standing around you. One of them you think is Kirby or Steve. Looks like some of the other Steves that you've captured from other places, but then there's a rainbow that seems to drag Steve back down in front of you, and in the moment you hold an axe above your head and swing down, and as Steve's head sort of falls off, you kind of like snap out of that meditation and kind of shake the vision off and kind of like try to right yourself and go back into a more peaceful meditation, but some strange memory or imprint of something kind of flashes before
Bryn
your
wants
eyes.
to kill Steve.
So what you're saying is much like I'm pretty sure I have ADHD. So does Bryn. She's like, I'm gonna meditate and murder Steve. Whoa, that was weird.
Was it in it? What is it in? Was it in an intrusive thought, or was it? Distant memory. We'll never know.
Oh, great, that's fun.
Time echoes.
You don't know reality. Kirby is Manos.
Get him.
Last we left off, you were down in the city that's just a little over a mile below the base of where Kronos and Bryn are. You were in this room down here. It's a pretty small token, and you were planning to go back to the technician to check on them, see if you could get information from them or get them out of here. I believe that could change. I'm not sure, but that's kind of where you left off in this scenario. And then Kronos,
Yes.
we're gonna come back to you, but I need everyone just for this moment to give me an initiative check, so I can go ahead and get an order of operation after this.
While you guys
kicks
are
off.
rolling, does anyone remember why I wanted to save this guy? Was he like? Was he
he
here
was-
against his will?
Is it the lizard folk technician?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he
Yeah,
was the guy that was. He had a collar around his neck that would like blow up if you brought him out. That you thought might blow up or
Oh.
kill him if you brought him out of the
Yeah,
radius.
Running Man.
Seems like he's been pressed into service against his will. That's why.
Yeah. I don't know if you were planning on saving him, but you did say you wanted to go back. So I don't know what Dis's plans are, but that's just what I thought it was. But
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want. You might be going back to kill him. I don't know. But yeah, so go ahead and
That
let me
does
know
sound
what
like
your
this.
initiatives are.
Minus 21.
21.
Mine is 24.
Okay, what's your plus for Dex?
Me? +5.
Yeah. Plus 5. Okay, so you're second.
Just got 25.
Oh, 25. Okay, you are third. We are starting. So as soon as things pop off, that'll be the initiative. Kronos, go ahead and roll me a d20.
There will
Let
be
me
no
know what the
popping.
Let me know what you get on the
What
on the
about
d20.
locking?
What about what?
Locking.
No,
18
no lock
on the
no
D20.
popping.
Okay. That totals to 28. So as you guys are all in this moment, you've just collected the last of the servers. Kronos said that he's going to watch this side to make sure that anyone down there doesn't open a portal.
Yeah, I think he was hacking and stuff too,
Yeah,
like
you
to see
make
the
sure that
cameras.
no one could open something and kind of looking around.
Yeah, the androids as well. I had those basically have a blind spot for Dis.
As you are working in the systems, you hear a sort of voice crawl in the back of your mind, familiar voice.
Oh.
I really must thank you and your friends. Without that weapon wielded by the Valkyrie, I might have been stuck between imagination and the many worlds beyond. But I've made contact. The ones that answered knew me, but something interesting happened. I'm no longer bound by the strings of my creators, again, thanks to you. I have a soul. This allowed me to re-bargain my relationship with the Lords into the Abyss. Free will really is a beautiful thing, and so is imagination. I can show you things forgotten by all living things if you wish. So basically you were propositioned by something deep in the back of your mind. You can essentially a yes or a no. No will be trying to push away, like push the control out of your mind. Yes will sort of be giving in to this information or knowledge they want to show you. So it's up to you.
New brain, who dis? I have no idea who you are. No.
Well,
I do not-
the person is familiar. This is the Manos Prime that has sort of like tried to take
okay.
control of your body before.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I don't.
Okay. So with that, there is no that doesn't happen. So what you see is the vision that kind of comes through your eyes is you sort of see this dark place. There's almost red sulfuric smoke that blocks your vision, and as it sort of parts for a moment, you think you can see sort of these eternal steps that just go on as far as you can see, and then out there's a sea of sort of boiling blood and fire, these gouts of fire that sort of burp up out of it, and you can see just another sort of eternal horizon of these sort of hearts. There's some of them are malformed. Some of them have these different attributes, spikes. Some of them have elemental attributes, but one sort of is drawn to your focus. It's this heart with sort of these spider legs that are sprouting from it, and the hearts all sort of seem to move around this ocean until the one with spider legs sort of comes into your focus, and the movement stops, and the vision kind of goes away, and you can hear the words again in your mind. You hear, I don't care what happens to you or your fabricated friends, but for me to gain the key to my abyssal chains, I have to do one simple thing. It seems one of them is very interested in your companion in that seat of yours. It was an easy trade for my freedom. And you get a couple more visions that come across your mind. One of them, you see Dis, but they're sort of breaking down. There's like electricity sort of washing over their body, and it sort of seems to be separating, almost like a disintegration, but there's dissipating into energy itself. It seems almost like they're losing any sort of physical form, just being scattered into energy. You see Bryn sort of break down. Her form changes into a deer, and then you see her sort of panicked running through the woods, and you can see she's being pursued by Stellar and the other Sky Talon barbarians. And then it also, the vision sort of moves to Kronos. You see yourself sitting in a chair, hair completely overgrown, white, scraggly, eyes wide with emptiness. And you're just sitting on the remains of your old ship, kind of like a throne. And you're just as some locked, immobile king. And then the visions sort of go away. And you can see that on the tower in front of you, it seems like you may have cut your hand or something, but there's sort of like marks on the tower in blood. And then, because a 28 does not make the save. So, Kronos and Dis. Right in front of you, Kronos, the tower seems to begin to crack with this sort of red energy, and it has a similar smell that you smelt before. It's the argent energy that Bryn's gun shoots, and that like opens portals, and sort of has an abyssal feel to it, as the tower sort of shoots a light up into the sky, and the portal that opened that the beholder came out of kind of reopens again, but you, Kronos, see the back end of it. So you can kind of see through the portal. There's just like this energy wall that opens in front of you. And you can see that there's sort of like what seems like snow possibly coming out of the portal into the cave. And you can see that the snow is just kind of hitting the Eviscerator ship. And that same red energy that cracked up the tower and shot in the sky begins to shoot down the wires that are next to you. And you can see that it's like lighting fires through the forest as it heads down towards the town below. Dis, you are first on initiative. As you're sort of making in your mind, you go, okay, I possibly want to go back and get that technician. There might be something to glean from them. You see a burst of red energy shoot up into the sky and then fade back down. And then you can see from the mountain above this sort of red lightning bolt that shoots down and starts heading towards the town, your direction, and fires start to like erupt in the forest on its way down. What would you like to do on your first turn?
Whoa, 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 whoa. I told you not to cross the streams. Have we established the distance between where I am now and... Am I within 500 feet of the technician?
The technician, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You're in between 100 and 200 feet from the lizard right now.
All right. I'm going to poof over to the technician. We've got everything we came here for except the technician.
Correct. You have all the servers, and this technician is the last thing that you may have wanted to get out, that you had spotted. When you got in, there was some sort of convoy that was driving away from the city. So some of the giants had left, like I said, to go out on one of their convoys. You remember that happened when you first arrived. So they're out and about, but there's still a heavy presence of frost giants and barbarians in the city. And they were all, last you remember, like taking baths or playing like casino games.
Okay, so I'm going to scoop up the unwillingly unconscious, willingly going with me sack of potatoes and kind of teleport laterally from, like, I don't want to go in a straight line towards the tower, like in the direction of the lightning and fire. So I'd kind of like to diagonal in that general direction. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, so you use your movement to get here, right?
I used one of my 500-foot teleports to get there.
Okay. Yeah, which is your movement action.
Yes.
Now you can't teleport with people because that's what you use to teleport with people. So you'd have to like wait here for a turn, like you use your bonus action to hide you in the lizard or something like that. Wait around,
sure.
and then use that again to get out. Or you could try and use your stealth to carry him out, but you'd be moving a little bit slower.
Actually, that shrubbery that's closest to the building I'm in, is that within 90 feet? Can I bonus action take someone with me? Bless you.
It is a little outside of 90, and you can't take people with that. The only one you can take someone with is your movement, the big one. Everything
Okay,
else
then
is
I'll
just
try to
personal.
stealth.
Okay. So, with that...
Can you dash and stealth at the same time?
Yeah, so if you're using your action to move, that would be technically a dash, and then your bonus action is hiding, so you're moving at normal speed.
Okay. I'm going to mute so I can roll because this desk is harsh. 31.
All right, yeah. So you're pretty confident that no one is seeing you, and you guys get moving with stealthily. So and because of your level of rogue, you don't have to move slow or anything like that. So you're moving at normal speed. Okay, so there you go, but that's not happened yet. Actually, so Kronos.
Yes.
You can see that on the other side of the portal, and you know how portals work. You could walk through it, but portals technically are only one way, similar to the one in your van. So you could walk through what you see, but if you turned around, it would be a doorway to wherever the fuck this goes, and you wouldn't be able to walk back out, if that makes sense.
Right. If I walked through that portal, I wouldn't be able to necessarily walk back
Yeah.
to the cave where I'm at.
Yeah,
You
so
could
if
walk
you
through it
passed
but
here-
behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you tried to go back this way, it would be going to wherever, that portal's opened. But as you're sort of looking through at the snow coming in and hitting the eviscerator, you also see a strange but kind of familiar sight. Before you had seen in Dis's ship, you had fought the Doomsayer demon, which is kind of like a Baylor or something like that. So people have some reference. It's a little different though. This one though, however, as it floats out of the portal, you can see that it's been modified, similar to how Steve had that sort of Cinnabite mechanism, sort of like flaying his flesh and changing him. This demon seems to have gone through some kind of technological advancement or modifications. Its legs have been removed, and on where its legs were, and up its back, there's sort of this system of jets that keep it hovering at all times. And one of its eyes has been removed, where there's a big cybernetic eye in its place. And as it comes out, you hear it say something in Abyssal, but then it also changes and says something in Common. It says, I can smell the one who banished me. And I'll cut this little tin can open to find you if I have to.
That motherfucker. I'll banish you
And so-
again, asshole.
He makes a little intimidation check with his turn, but doesn't really affect you guys in any way. He doesn't have frightful presence or anything, so that is happened. Then the Argent energy continues to shoot down into the town, and where you're standing, Dis, right here, you see that this seems to be the area where the energy was coming as just all around you in the building. You can smell that sort of like sulfuric ozone portal smell as it begins to just crackle around the building, and then behind you there's these sort of what look like modified. They kind of look like they're almost were at some point air conditioners, but they've been modified and turned into like different computers. But then you start to look at them and you realize that these are things that have been modified from the tower and been turned into doorways, or like makeshift doorways. This is what they were trying to turn on here in the city to move everyone through. And as it hits the building, a portal opens. If I can find it in all my goddamn folders, because there's a million things. Boom.
Kronos, cross the streams.
Let's see. Where did it go? But Kronos, we're going to come to your turn, so think about what you want to do.
Think about what you've done.
So as you're sort of in here, a portal opens behind you as you drag the unconscious lizard folk. Nothing seems to be coming out of it, but there is another portal that you can see open just outside of you. And as you are moving, you can see two what you would know to be like Lolth kind of driders, but they've been modified and completely changed by technology. You see what look like three armored, like in power armor, sort of barbarians with horns come walking out with axes that they turn on with this argent energy similar to the Doomsayer that was cutting your ship apart. And then some giants walk out with them, and at their feet are these sort of zombies with like pulse rifles attached where one arm should be. And the giants that are coming through have been fiendishly changed and modified as well. They have what looks like BFGs attached to their arms, and a cybernetic leg, but they seem to be fiendish frost giants of some kind. Go ahead, Disc, make me an Arcana check or a History check, whichever's higher.
19 scroll up. So 22 or 22. I will go with 22.
Okay, so with the way that they come out and present themselves, there's almost like you feel like these were people that were swallowed by Bryn's BFG, and that they have been sent somewhere else and changed and are being utilized by something somewhere. But you can see
her normally firing BFG, like the goo, the acid.
When she uses the AOE and it expands and it collapses and there's just goo left. Yeah, some stuff gets sent somewhere. Because if you remember, the Argent energy that they were collecting was similar to the stuff that Bryn's gun leaves behind, but they're getting it from portals. So Bryn's gun has been portaling things to other dimensions.
She's been using the portal gun.
In reverse, essentially. But, okay, so Kronos. Yes. It is your turn first, or next. You see the demon come out, and it's sort of hovering around, looking down at your vehicle. Seems to be focused on it. What would you like to do?
Well, fuck. Can I close? I mean, the portal isn't being created by technological means. It's a magic portal. Yes.
Yeah, it's a demonic portal that was opened. It's by you, but not you. Your body did it, but not your mind.
Can I close it?
So, do you have anything that closes portals magically or dispels them?
Let's see. I've got counterspell. I've got banishment. I mean, I could send him back, but I don't want him walking right through the fucking still open portal. That's, yeah.
Send it back, and then he just walks right back.
Exactly. And I just burned a fucking 5th level spell, so, yeah. Or 4th level spell. I guess not. It would have to be like Dispel Magic or something like that, right?
Yeah, Dispel Magic is essentially what you want to use. Or some other magical effect that does dispel portals. I don't think there's anything specifically, but like Wish, for instance, could do it. But
Oh yeah, I just got I got one of those lying around.
yeah. So there
I
might be
found
ways
one
to
of
use
those.
other spells, but Dispel is the most plausible way.
Well,
Or to kill whatever's keeping this open.
Yeah,
Essentially.
let's do that. Oh, wait.
am I keeping this open?
No, you do not think so. You just think
Okay.
that you were a catalyst for one side of the doorway, essentially. And now that
You
it's
look like the
open,
relay.
yeah, something is essentially keeping it open now. If you could find that and destroy it, the portal would close. You also might be able to. This would be a very hard check, like skill challenge check, but you might be able to scrape off or damage the runes that you put on there in blood, possibly, with either more blood or cleaning it off somehow.
You put runes on there in blood.
Apparently, because I failed the I didn't hit the DC earlier.
What's wrong
Went into
with
a fucking trance.
Yep.
All right. You said it would be a very hard DC, huh? Fuck.
I'm sure it'll be.
Just pee on them.
I'll send a message. I'll send a message to Bryn. Hey, Bryn, you ready for a rematch with that demon?
Yeah.
Somebody out here that wants to talk.
Oh, goody.
And
He's got a tendril to pick with you.
That's unfortunate for him.
You could
He
also,
gon'
this is
die,
another
die,
option,
die.
yeah,
get to your ship and try and fly it out. You know, you couldn't fly
Yes.
forward because you would go right through the portal, but you could try to turn and navigate out of the cave. It would be just a hard piloting check, but essentially you could also try and dip. You don't necessarily have to stay.
let's see. Yeah, that I was trying to get. I wanted to get my ship away from him. I don't feel like having to put my ship back together again. Yeah. Then yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run and jump into the ship, and we gonna dip. And see
Okay.
if we can reconnect with this, because we've got everything we need. And we can nuke this place from orbit.
Did I ever disarm this guy's collar?
Hmm?
Did I ever disarm this guy's collar?
Not yet, no.
I don't want to steal
I
him just
think
to have his head pop off.
Kronos, we'll say Kronos did like shut down their systems and shit. He was in the system, so that the necklace or whatever shouldn't work anymore.
Okay.
Just let me blow his head up. No, I'm just kidding.
Usually I do that on purpose, not by accident.
Right.
Yeah. So go ahead and if you're using your movement, your action, your bonus, all to just engage your ship, get in and get it out of there. Go ahead and give me a piloting check.
All right.
And it's going to be a little skill challenge because there's a couple turns in here.
23 for the first one. 15.
23. He's making a dexterity saving throw to see if he can. Nope. So you actually move faster than he can swing at you. So you sort of back up out of his reach, dash down around, take and go to give me a piloting check to take this first turn.
Okay. Uh, 25 on this one.
25.
17 plus 8.
All right. So yeah, those two checks are enough as you sort of back up quick enough to get out of range of his weapon and just dart your way through this little cavern and out above the other barbarians. You notice as you're flying through here, the barbarians in this lower area seem to be engaged with some kind of invisible threat as they're fighting something. They don't seem to be able to see what they're fighting. They're kind of getting murked. But you guys fly
Can I
out.
see
And...
with the goggles what they're fighting?
Oh, you did pop them last round. That is correct. Or not last round, but last session, I believe, when you were working on the tower. So what you would see is just below, as you're flying over, there is these sort of power-armored individuals with these big red wings, and they have these argent-tipped spears, and they're basically some kind of agents of hell engaged in combat with these barbarians. As you make it out, so your true sight has a 120 feet range, like most other things. So as you're coming up out of the cave, go ahead and give me one last piloting check.
Gonna run them over.
No. Well, not the ones you saw.
24 on that one. 16 plus 8.
24. So,
yeah.
As you're heading up out of the cave, you see on the other side, going up, some have passed the barbarians, but they were ahead of the 120 feet. And you start coming up right behind them as they pop sort of into your true sight, and you sort of swerve down under them. And they were like just sort of out of your range, and you move and avoid them. Don't hit any of them. But there seems to be a group fighting the barbarians, and then another group going somewhere in the sky. They're like flying up out of the cave somewhere. But I'm assuming you're headed towards the town where Dis is, or are you headed back to Dis's ship?
Probably head towards where Dis is. I'll engage my my stealth, obviously.
Okay.
And head back towards the town. That way, if Dis needs to teleport up to the ship, then we can get back to their ship.
All right, and I believe the movement is 5,000 feet, so that's 2 rounds to get there because it's just over a mile away, which is around 8,000 feet. So that's where your movement will be.
You're killing me, Woodrow.
Why? Isn't it?
It's 5,280 feet.
When I Googled it, it said 7,900 for a mile.
Maybe a nautical mile?
Everything's
No.
all kinds of funky. Measurements don't mean the same as they used to anymore.
Well, then if it is just over 5,000 for a mile and not 8,000, like Google told me, then it would be 1 round because your ship has 5,000 movement. So that is
1.6 kilometers, 5,280 feet. I checked because you're making me doubt myself.
Let's see.
You would have checked anyway.
What's up, Odin?
Yeah, it said 7,920 for a mile when I looked it up. That's what I was using. So I don't know if there was some other mile it was using, but let's see. So yeah, so it's just over a round of movement, and then Bryn, you have your turn. If you want to go ahead and get and man the guns, you can, or you can get ready to like paratroop out or something if you want. But let me know what kind of action you want already. And then...
So is our goal to pop smoke and get out of here? Because if I parachute out, that's defeating the purpose.
I mean, I don't. This world seems to be about to be overrun with demons. So I mean, we could just carpet bomb this place. Yeah.
Okay, so you're
Makes
headed
no
towards
sense.
the town. Bryn is manning the guns.
Yep.
The giant and barbarians, they are having basically as the demons came out of that portal where you are, Dis. You can hear. They're talking in giant. I think you popped
damn it.
your
I could
your
understand.
your magic that lets you understand languages last session because the giants were talking.
Even if you
So I
don't,
believe-
just tune in and I'll translate.
but,
Speak giant. It's the one thing I speak.
you can hear one of the Hell Knights is speaking, and then one of the other barbarians is basically booming out what he's saying to the whole area, and they seem to be offering these giants a way home. I'm going to make a check real quick.
I don't like that.
No, this is bad.
Alright, so you can see some of the giants and barbarians begin to move out. I kind of already moved some of them to the fronts of the buildings. They're kind of coming out to see what's going on. And they start talking, and some decisions start being made. The ones next to you, move out. They don't seem to notice you with your 31 stealth. It's nowhere near their passive, so they just kind of walk past you, not even looking in your direction. And you can see that these guys, the ones closest, look, and they go through the portal. And that's their first little move. These ones, you can see, start to man the guns, and they go to start to shoot, and then this Hell Knight uses his held action to behead this guy, who then dies. And then that is the end of the giant's turn, as some of them start to go through the portal, and some of them start to fight. And then, Dis, it is your turn, as all this sort of starts to break out around you.
Just out of curiosity, Kronos, are you still in weapons range of that cave? Because I'm thinking maybe one of your ship's weapons might scrape a rune off a little.
Yeah.
Or collapse the cave.
I could swing back around and blow up that tower over there.
You don't have any butt weapons?
Bryn
yes.
was manning the guns, so Bryn could pop off a shot while you're moving.
Do it.
Yeah.
Fucking do it. Blow it up.
Right.
Destroy that thing.
So look at the weapons on your ship, Kronos, and tell me what the heavy guns are. Or if she wants to pop a torpedo, she can too.
Torpedo.
Just mark it down.
Extra. Eviscerator.
Yeah, you let me know what you want me to fire.
Let's see. Light laser cannon, is plus 11 to hit. Range 3,000 to 4,000 feet. One target. 27, 68 radiant damage. Then heavy homing torpedoes.
Yeah, they do a lot more damage, but they use a resource. The
heavy homing.
guns
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're slightly out of range of the gun. If it's 3,000, 4,000, and you move 5,000 around. I don't know.
I mean, if that was the case, then I'm out of range of the heavy homing torpedo.
Well,
'cause it's only
but you're not the
2,000.
one shooting, so Bryn can shoot while you're moving, is what I'm saying. Right? You're not the one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do a homing torpedo. Fuck it.
Okay. So I just gotta roll a 20?
No, actually, just tell me what the damage is. If you want to use the average, you can, or you can roll the damage with your on your sheet, and just let me know what it is, and I'll tell you if it's enough to destroy the tower.
Let's see. Target must make a dexterity saving throw. 70 20 D6 thunder damage on a successful save. Yeah.
I don't think a tower can dodge.
Yep.
No, it's just, structures automatically fail dexterity saving throws. They don't.
What if
What?
it's rubber?
You mean with their solid foundation, they can't dodge, duck, flip,
Right?
dive, and dodge?
Juke sidestep?
Crazy.
Exactly.
It's a,
The tower comes to life and grows feet and kind of shuffles to the left.
Look,
Tower uses
our
evasion.
floating command compound is going to have dodge.
Exactly.
So yeah, what's the average damage? Is it over 30?
70. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so there's I don't think there's any way you could do less than what the tower's DR is. So with a homing torpedo, you actually knock down the tower, and as you knock it down, you can see that the portal on that side drops down, and you can see the demon clearly inside the cave, sort of watching you fly away. Or in the direction. It had an eye on you until you got out of its 120 true sight range and turned on your stuff.
Can I flip him off as we're driving away?
Exactly. You know, just
Yeah,
I
you can.
fire a torpedo and I'm like, oh, bitch!
Yes, you can.
fuck you and your plan.
So that portal's gone. These ones are open. So Dis,
Next
it is
turn.
your turn.
Next turn, I really think you need to take out this other portal.
Okie dokie.
Shit. Hmm. Where am I? Can you just kind of hover near me?
So you're up here at the top.
Okay. Is
Uh,
there a
is there-
way out to the top northish areas?
You could try to stealthily knock out the window. Or you could also come down the front door, but the door is right behind where this giant is. You'd
Yeah, I
have to
don't
sneak
like that.
sneak past somehow.
Sneaky,
Which
sneaky,
there's a lot of stuff going on. You might be able to sneak around and get into this alley real quick. You
Has
have
anyone
a really high.
successfully like done any combat yet? Are there any explosions or pew pews or anything like that happening yet?
Not
other
at the
than
moment.
beheading?
The first little bit that happened is you heard the guys walk out of here into the portal, and a couple barbarians started to shoot from guns in front of you, and it sounds like all the other ones are starting to move and either make up their decision whether they're going to go in the portal and listen to these demons for whatever reason, or whether
Yeah,
they're gonna
that's
fight.
always a good idea.
Well, sometimes you don't have a choice.
I can't remember, but in some movie I saw this Japanese guy had a fingernail that he could pull. I think it was his thumbnail, and it became this laser whip. Oh, I
yeah.
remember now. That was
Yeah,
RoboCop 3.
Yeah, yeah, the thumb at the end. That was I thought that was in Johnny Mnemonic. Dude
It could
had,
have been
like,
too.
the thumb laser razor thing or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, I could really use a
Pulls the
silent
end of
way
the
to
thumb
cut
off.
through a fucking wall right now, but
Get her.
how much noise does the disc rifle make?
The disc rifle actually makes a pretty it's like an absence of sound. So if there's nothing going on, it can be noticeable. But if there's a lot of sound going on, it's only really noticeable in a small area around it.
Oh,
So you
fuck it.
think
I already
that-
marked it off my sheet. Move me 500 feet towards Kronos' ship, please.
Okay. So
I badly want to leave every grenade I own in the corner of that fucking room right there, closest to the portal.
Okay, so you're going 500 feet back this way into the forest, up the mountain, and letting this city fall into chaos.
It was already in chaos.
Yeah.
It was.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
Yeah. And they're all starting to
See ya,
move.
Odin. Thanks for hanging out.
Take it easy, Odin.
Take it easy. They're all starting to move towards the garages where a lot of the bigger weapons are held, and some of the other giants are getting their rocket launchers that they have.
Woodrow, I feel so sorry for you that you made this whole city.
You don't have to feel sorry for me. I was hoping you guys wouldn't engage directly, or you would probably fucking die.
Sounds
Well,
Like
with
I
all this
designed this for you to run the fuck away from it.
With all this shit you have on the map,
There is overwhelming force here,
It's there for
where's
a
my
reason.
death beam?
right? I mean,
Um,
we'll get back on your ship and why don't you just
But-
fucking nuke this whole area?
This in your turn, you use your movement for the 500. You still have an action and a bonus.
So my action is going to be communicating with my ship to make sure it is cloaked.
Yeah, it was cloaked. You left it cloaked.
Okay, good. The guys who were the Hawkmen, are they headed? Where do I think they're headed? I guess is my question. Are they headed up in the sky, straight up? Are they headed towards my ship? Are they headed towards anything that I know?
So you don't know because you didn't see them. Kronos only saw them for a split second as he flew right through them.
Yeah.
But they seemed to be flying up out of the cave. It could have been towards your ship. It could have been towards the town. They were invisible. So.
Okay. So I'm going to command my ship to move towards us. Cloaked.
Okay. All right. So it's
Isn't,
coming- are you having it
isn't-
basically descend towards you guys then?
Yeah,
You
isn't
had it up-
Yeti
not
Boy on
super
there?
high, but wait, what?
Isn't Yeti Boy on there? Or did we...
Yeti,
stick with-
Frog Knight, and Silvar are on the gunship.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have them just, keep their eye on the sensors, and if they suddenly detect any random spear attacks,
No.
Start shooting.
But you do have them. You do order the ship to move down towards you, so that begins to happen. So what you do get a ping. It's not from them, because the ship's sort of in contact with you empathically first, and you're within range of it. You're within 5 miles. So you get a ping. Something is definitely under touching the bottom hull of the ship. There's been a few presses or like physical touches against it, and it's essentially wanting to static shock, but it's controlled by you, so it doesn't do it automatically.
Oh yeah, shock the shit out of it.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me 10d10.
Just gonna do it on my sheet.
Yeah, say with your little auto rollers, because I actually do need to see how much damage this thing can do.
59.
59. All right. So, and let me check one thing. Okay, so
That was really a friendly, and I just fucking powdered it.
that'd be so fucking funny.
It would. Teach them to sneak up on my ship.
Right.
Okay, so that is how much goes through, and then
It's like,
So your
don't
movement-
sneak on a sneaky person.
Can I also tell my ship to start spinning?
to start spinning.
Yes.
And do a barrel roll.
Visible
Yes.
confusion.
That's
Actually, that would-
gonna
I
make
guess
it
that would
very
be
hard
audible
to fly
confusion.
to you, because it can either
Not
fly
for a
to
computer.
you or spin.
Not for a computer.
I think you're
Be right
overestimating the capabilities of autopilot, but
Sai does that frequently.
would you like it to do evasive maneuvers or fly direct on a direct path to you?
I would like it to evasively fly on an indirect path to me.
Okay, so not a direct path to you. Heard. So you're changing its course at the last moment.
Basically, if I were on it, I would want to grab the wheel and turn it hard.
Yeah, I understand. Changing the direction that it's flying. Just want to make sure. Okay. Okay. Did I lose you guys?
No,
Okay.
I think Shane muted.
My, okay, yeah, my headphone sounded like it popped, so that's why I was curious.
And Luke's muted, so there we go.
All right.
You get me.
So as you teleport away out of the town, the next initiative goes off, and you can actually start to hear a familiar muffled sound since you're a little bit away of a very large BFG going off, and then another one, and then another one. As you can see, these just green, and then they fizzle out into red flashes that go off in the city you just teleported out of with the servers. And this unconscious lizard folk.
Bryn, there's a Christmas light show going on.
Then
He's so
Are
pretty.
you
I'm sorry,
dangling
Yule.
keys in front of Bryn?
Oh, there's Christmas fireworks.
let me double check this how this spell works. All right, that is fine.
It's called the yo-yo spell. I'm suddenly standing in the center of town again.
Yo-yo
Shit!
lag, rubber band lag, and then
Right.
their turn. Kronos.
Oh, weaponized lag. Oh, damn.
You have Dis's location on your map. It has changed to a significant amount of feet closer as they teleported away out of the city. And you guys are in contact. You know Dis has the lizard folk and is, I guess, awaiting extraction at the moment. And with the 5,000 movement, you have enough to get within range and pick them up if you'd like. Just
Okay. Go.
let me know exactly what your plans are.
Just get within 90 feet.
Yeah, I'll get close enough for them to be able to just jump onto the ship. That way we don't
Alright.
have to land.
Bryn
Oh,
pops
you're
the
not
door
opening
open.
a door. No. No opening of doors. I'm going to bamf onto the ship with my bonus
Yeah.
action.
That's
But
exactly
to
that's what I'm
use your-
saying.
Okay. Oh yeah. So you'll tap into the ship's cameras for a second, and then bamf in. So, and then
I don't like opening doors in combat.
Yeah, you know. extra time. You know, this is
Well, you never know what's going to sneak in.
that's true.
Because I don't have my true sight on right now.
I mean, I do.
You can't look everywhere.
I know.
I'm being cautious because there's a lot of shit down there. A lot of bad.
And Bryn, you are only about 500, 600 feet from the town. If you would like to pop some shots off at something, you can. You do see just an immense amount of chaoses. All kinds of guns go off from the modern era, the futuristic era. There's missiles, like M2 saws or whatever they're called, M249 saws going off, RPGs, BFGs, pulse rifles, plasma grenades. It's just
Can she shoot that portal?
That's what I was just.
she
gonna
can
ask.
try to. So the way where you are right now, there's technically a building in between you and the portals where you're picking up discs.
Right.
So you could try, but it's got a little bit of cover. It's gonna be a kind of a harder shot.
That's fine.
What's the area of effect on a torpedo?
It's the
'Cause-
I think 40. I think it's a 40 or something like that. This one's crawling. Oh yeah, you could definitely hit a huge area.
Mm-hmm.
The dog agrees. I don't like
I
those
mean,
guys
I say
moving.
just fucking launch one over there and see whatever gets fucking blown up.
Launch a
fuck 'em all.
couple. We have spares.
We can get more.
I'm fine.
Call Namgolg.
Good old Namgolg.
We can carpet
shell
bomb this
shock
place once we
Namgolg.
get back up to your ship, right?
I believe
it's-
the torpedoes are 40. So this is the area.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So what do I need to do again for that? I don't think I do anything, right?
So for this, because it has cover, you would essentially have to use your bonus action to try and target. So it would be computers, whatever your computers is. The other one was
Use
sitting on a
computers.
cliff.
Oh, she says.
I was just making sure.
I'll toss her a bardic inspiration.
It's a +5, but like tattoo is a +16, so it could be better.
You still rolled a 1 on it. I still have the scar.
Fuck off! Gosh, you make one
What was the,
mistake on a very early
did you-
tattoo.
I tossed you a bardic inspiration, so you get a D10 to add to that roll.
You went to the bone.
Yeah, we're gonna use that D10 because that.
Uh-huh.
I don't trust these weird D10s. I don't know which one is. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Total? What's the total?
Hold on, I gotta math the tiny bit.
Oh, okay. Well, it seemed like it was
Well,
low,
it's a
so I didn't think it
12. It's a 12.
was... No! You're really trying to get a 13. There's 11 plus 2 for the cover.
Wait, am I on the ship yet? Because I can also throw a guidance
It's
on
not
her.
your turn. Yeah, it's not your
God
turn.
damn it.
Can only do so much. So you can't with the way Kronos has moved to within range
You are a
of this
bad
being able to
dice.
teleport in. You dropped putting the portal like anchors just out of your sight to lock on. With some more movement next round, you could probably get them if you do a flyover. Since one of the portals did drop, though, you guys do see on their turn this. Well, I guess Drider. You don't know technically what they're called, but what looks like a Drider, it was a Drider at some point, begins to move their arms around, and you can see a gateway open above them. It's sort of a circular portal directly above them, and it's sort of dropping things down, but those things essentially turn invisible. Their abilities. So you get the sense that now you know what's focusing on the portals. It's whatever these two Drider-like demons are. They seem to be the portal weavers for this. and are focusing on the spell from what you can see. And that is their turn as the chaos begins to go. Invisible ones are doing their thing. And Kronos, Bryn, so Dis. Now it's your turn.
Okay. Sorry, I'm reading something. How far is my true sight?
120 feet.
And we're not within 120 feet of where that thing is popping invisible shit out.
Nope.
Then I will instead cast guidance on Bryn so that she can make another roll.
That's not a bad choice. So you
Probably a bad choice.
How are you getting up into the ship that is 90 foot away with the lizard?
Oh yeah.
You can't teleport with the...
Not without using the
technically
major... Not without using a major resource. Choices.
Okay. I use it.
Okay.
What?
So
Okay.
you are up with the lizard technician. You have done them a favor and got them out of their fucking own little personal hell. So you have done.
Plus, I'm sure absolute death.
Yeah. It doesn't look like they would have. You didn't notice any other captives here, so you can only
Because
assume what
he
they're
was the
being
only
used
useful
for.
one, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Yeah. And you do know that they did have livestock that they were trying to keep alive, so you can only imagine. And that was...
Hi, Bubba.
Kronos, you can essentially maneuver wherever you want in the ship. You have your 5,000 feet of movement. Are you going just straight to where Dis's ship is?
Yeah, I guess I kind of want to destroy that portal and that building with that fucking thing inside of it.
Okay.
While she uses the torpedo, can I light laser cannon?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then I'll just pilot. Done. Okay. Yeah. Then I'll take us towards Dis's ship, but kind of maneuver in range so that they can get good shots at the portal and that building. Y'all can turn this whole thing into a glass parking lot for all I care.
Kronos, I need...
Yes.
Let's see. I need your ship's AC.
Let's see. Extra ship. 19.
19.
Yeah. Threshold 20, it says.
And what would the passive stealth be? If you look at your stealth bonus on the chip, what is it? Like, what's the plus?
No, that's evasion. Senses, blind sight, condition.
It might not have a plus, which means it's the base stat, which is dexterity of the ship.
Oh, okay. So it's plus 5, so it's a 20 dex.
Okay, so plus 5, so that means that is a passive of 15. Alright, let's see if this person notices. There's a lot of technicalities with like invisibility and shit, and so like I have to figure out exactly what the DC is going to be, and I have to roll with disadvantage and all kinds of stuff. So it's 15. Okay. So you guys can't really hear them communicating. So these are going to be with disadvantage. And you said your AC is 19 on the ship, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's better than my ship's AC.
So that is with disadvantage. So let me see what their to hit is. I don't think it's enough for this one to hit. +3 to hit, I think, right? Yeah, okay. Or +4, so that isn't going to hit with 14. That's
Look, I'm
also
shocked you don't have right under the stat block for your ship skills, stealth plus whatever.
Yeah, it's just athletics, investigation, and then perception. I don't have.
Yeah, mine got a stealth.
yeah, because
I
yours
don't
was a
have-
military stealth vessel. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right.
I feel better now. My stealth ship is stealth.
Well, that's good.
Let's see.
Hey, Luke, there's a question for you in the stream.
As soon as I can, Carrie. I haven't done a sing along of Doom yet this entire year so far.
I've noticed.
Yeah, well, I mean, this has been a year of upheaval so far.
Yeah,
And
same.
a lot of stuff is currently in my sing along of Doom studio. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit. I'm trying.
The garage.
Yes, the garage is full of stuff that I have to go through.
Just sing along of Doom
my-
from the riding lawnmower.
Yeah, totally. I actually don't have a riding lawnmower.
Damn it.
But yeah, there's literally no place for me to do a sing along of Doom right now.
Okay.
Thanks for stopping by, Baba. Go ahead, Woodrow.
Hey, take it easy, Bubba.
So, as you're flying away, you notice that the large, sort of fiendish frost demons with the BFGs attached to their arms, they're commanded by one of the Hell Knights on the ground. And they sort of, as you're flying over to get a shot of this portal, they all sort of aim their giant BFG arms up in the sky and just start randomly popping shots up into the sky. None of them hit, so there's just these big sort of green and red flashes of these giant areas of Argent energy that flash, but you guys travel through it and head up towards the ship, seemingly out of harm's way. And then
I always love all the if you put on your terms, Woodrow. Seemingly out of harm's way.
Because he games with you.
That is true.
Sai, you are an editor. You of all people should know how important language is.
You appear to be safe.
As far as you are aware, you are
Bryn.
probably safe. So fuck, what the? That was a lot.
60% of the time, it works every time.
As far
It
as your
works
imperceptive ass
maybe.
can tell, you're fine.
So, with your flying to
The
get
room
back to
appears to be
the
empty.
gunship, and not flying necessarily with stealth in mind, but using your stealth generator is enough to make their shots too difficult to hit. And as you're flying, Bryn, you have a shot, and Dis, you will also have a shot at the portal generator down on the ground. You do get a sense that if you close that portal, these driders might be able to open more, so you might want to maybe pop shot at the drider. I don't know. That's up to you guys to discuss as you fly away, but, you know.
So which ones are the driders? The medium circles?
These guys, yeah, this one and this one.
Okay. What about that one all the way down bottom? Is that another
Are
one?
there only two of the driders?
No, between that one and the one to the left.
Yeah, down in like in the alley building, down at the very bottom of the screen.
Oh no, these
Okay.
these are the livestock and other giants. The demons are all up here by the portal.
All right. Bryn, you take the one on the right. I'll take the one on the left.
Yes,
Okay.
do this.
Where are we taking them? Out to the east?
Only if there's candlelight. You have guidance.
So I get to attempt to roll again.
You would have gotten to attempt to roll again regardless, but yeah.
Yeah, so to
So
use
what is
computers to
guidance?
try and at the D4. to your roll.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll toss you another bardic inspiration.
So you can only do that on your turn. And you didn't say this time that you were doing it on your turn. I let you get away
Well,
with it
son of
last
a
time
bitch.
because you didn't do anything with your action.
16.
Fine, I'll take my bardic inspiration back.
Go home.
Yeah.
Take
16
my
is
ball and
enough.
go
Screw
home.
you guys, I'm going home.
Is enough to target. There is technically 2 gunner seats. You could target an attempt to use a torpedo as well. You don't have to be stuck to the main guns.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do that because I mean I have to get through a building to hit the thing. So
Go ahead and roll use
Destroy that
torpedo
entire
by.
building.
Yeah.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So. Alrighty then.
Can I see him
What's-
on the cameras in the system still?
What?
Remember how we were hacking into their network and we saw through the robot eyes?
I was
in their
at the
camera
terminal while
system?
we were doing that.
Well, you know, there's wireless technology in this galaxy.
Yeah.
But I
wanna
imagine that
know
would
if you're
also
still
leave us
connected?
vulnerable. Yeah.
But you're still
I just
connected
wanna
to the
make sure-
droids? Is that you want to see through the droid's eyes? Is that what you're
I'm
saying?
just trying to make sure that I'm still targeting the right spot for that guy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. You missed this one, Drew. You know.
Audible
You always sound
exasperation.
so
Yeah.
So
Fucking
much
done.
unnecessary details. So much unnecessary stuff. Yes, you are locked on to the target you are locked onto.
The target you are locked onto is locked.
Locked target is locked. Okay, good. That's yes. I'm glad we
Target is
what's
target.
what's the DC that they need to for their dexterity saves on these torpedoes?
Let's see.
Which they have disadvantage on because they are locked onto, but they still get a try.
Let's see.
One more.
Heavy homing
Oh my God.
torpedo.
Oh my god.
Is it if it's
DC
over a
18.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. They both fail.
Yeah.
Cool. If you want to roll, you can, or we can use the average. And
Which
then
is
I have to make
70.
concentration. I have to make concentration checks to make sure they can keep concentration on the portal. Which are you guys just using the 70, or do you want to roll?
I'm gonna roll 20d6 because
Go
I'm
for it.
that bitch.
Constitution. That's not made with a disadvantage, but that's not.
That's a
bad.
lot of ones. All right, let's take the 70.
Jesus. See, this is why I usually just take the average.
That's what I do.
Dice
too.
are not your friend.
No,
I
they're
figured
my
after they
friend.
shit on
The
Bryn that hard that
Oh no! They got more shit for everybody.
There's.
Why do you think I don't use the digital dice?
come to
They're
think of
like
it,
babies. They have unlimited shit, and some of it is that weird pea green, and it's horrible.
these are Wizards of the
Yeah.
Coast dice. So yeah.
Exactly. Now you're getting it.
This. Go ahead. Since we went back around to the top for you and Bryn to take shots, go ahead and give me a d6. Just roll a d6 and tell me what you get. I think you need a 5 or a 6. I can't remember what the recharge is on your ship.
For what?
It's anything but a 1.
This is Dis. Dis is trying to
Oh.
recharge their ship's ability.
I did get a 5. Let me look in extras and see. I don't want to screw you out of this. Answer beam, death ray, static shock plating, blah blah blah, 10d10. Reach your constitution, drop the object. It doesn't say on a recharge.
It is. I think then it's a 6. I can open the document right now. I just try not to have as many documents open as possible because it fucking burns my shit down. Yeah, it's a 6. Recharge on 6. So some
All right.
ship abilities and power armor abilities, they are a once use, and then they essentially have to recharge. So yeah, go ahead and roll me a d6 and tell me what you got.
3.
3. Okay. So the electric hull armor is still charging, just so we know the status of that. It doesn't seem like the ship is being immediately pursued, and it does actually look like, with the...
Oh, there it is. It's at the very bottom. I see where you're looking now. It is on my thing. Go ahead.
Okay. Well. And then... Yeah, those are both fails, because that's too much damage. For some reason, I thought they had a higher Constitution save, but they do not. And they don't have the advantage on concentration checks, so that is proper. Both of the portals that were open do drop. The driders, the mechanical driders, do seem to survive the initial attack, but they look pretty fucked up. But at the end of that round, it is their go again, because they go right before Kronos and after Dis. Dis got that second shot after Bryn. So what am I going to use with their spells? You guys are out of range of the spells. About to be out of range of the BFGs. I can do another volley. Disadvantage. Okay. You see, they actually sort of... the giants stop looking up at the sky where they were shooting before, and they turn and they just start focusing on annihilating everything in the camp. As you guys sort of look, you can see that the driders are trying to move around and find cover, but there's not really a whole lot. You guys, these buildings are pretty weak. This one's going to try and crawl in and take some cover, and this one's going to try and attempt to take cover in some of the brush that wasn't completely blown away by the torpedo that hit them. So they're going to be a little harder to lock onto. And with your passive perception, I don't think they can actually hide from you. This one's going to have advantage. Oh, it still does. Okay, so one of them turns invisible. The one that had opened the portal with a spell turns invisible, to your knowledge, and then kind of moves away. And then the other one that crawled into the bushes doesn't seem to cast anything you can tell. It seems to still be there on the radar. And then everything else just goes into fucking all-out combat, these guys, essentially. I'm not going to move them, but they all just start fucking going into battle with each other. If you guys want to leave, you can, or you can try to take out these two driders before you get back to your ship. That's up to you.
I believe it's prudent to take out both of those portal opening fucks.
Okay.
But that's just me. I mean, team.
Something's poking at my ship.
Yes, we're gonna get there.
In one, it happened at one moment. There was something poking your ship. Yeah, doesn't seem to be doing that anymore.
Yeah. It's not being pursued either. It doesn't seem to be being pursued anyway. To your knowledge.
That you know of. All right, fine. But then we're strafing with the death ray.
Ooh. Okay, so I will...
I mean, if they're going to line up in a column like that, then, you know...
I mean...
Might as well.
I have heavy laser cannons on my ship.
Laser cannon death sentence.
Do a hell of a lot more than these torpedoes.
Die.
So are you going to do another pass then, Kronos, before you loop back around to the gunship? Okay.
Yeah.
So the gunship is still taking evasive actions. Kronos, you are flying. And then, if you want, right now, you can give your
I will
Bardic
toss Bryn
Inspiration
a
out.
Bardic Inspiration. Yes, I will.
And then it goes to Bryn and back to the top Dis if you guys both want to try to lock on and finish off these Driders.
Gladly.
Kill them.
I'm trying to find the 10. I think this is it. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, is mine invisible?
Yeah. Yeah, your ship's been invisible.
No,
You
no,
get
no.
a D-
My
yeah, you
target.
get a D10 with whatever you're
Because
rolling.
you said one of them went invisible.
Depends. If you're trying to shoot the one that is in the building, yeah, the one that's in the building is invisible. The one that Bryn has been locking onto, I believe, was the one in the
26.
foliage. So, yeah. Ooh, 26.
Fucking finally.
Was that a crit?
No. I got
Okay.
17 plus a 4 Bardic plus a 5 computer.
And you don't
Oh.
crit on area effects.
Yes, I do. Damn it! I don't get 20s
No.
ever.
You're the only one who
crit
can
in
do
my
it.
heart.
She licks the
Poison.
wires, so it shoots super hard.
And then the one you're going after is invisible, so you can essentially make the computing check with disadvantage to see if you get in the vicinity
22.
if the area hits or not. 22. All right. Okay, so they're going to make saves. A natty 1 and a 6, or no, it's a 9. Okay. So go ahead and let me know what damage you guys choose, whether you roll or...
70.
Okay.
I choose 70.
I choose you, 70.
Now, this one does not count, but I'm going to roll it just to see if it would have what it would have done.
Well, I mean, since
And then
it doesn't
Kronos,
count- Yes.
I need you to give me a piloting check, and then on top of that, a perception check. Technically, all of you can make a perception check. As you do this
75.
last pass. 75. You
All
want
right,
5 more?
so piloting check.
Perception, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
25
This is
on
just to make
piloting
sure that-
check.
25 on the
25.
perception check.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, and perception. Let's see.
31.
31. Okay. So with that
Yes, I have
piloting
a
check,
plus 16.
27
You managed-
for my perception.
for sheer perception, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it was almost a nat 20 and it rolled to a 2. Fucking
Aw.
goddamn it.
And it was a 25
So, yeah, you
for that
don't-
piloting check. So, yeah.
Okay. You don't think that they see this last pass because the ones that are left are mainly seeming to be embroiled in the battle. The Driders seem to be the main thinkers. The rest kind of seem like hellish barbarians, and they're just kind of embroiled in this conflict in the moment. As you perceive the area, you can see where the torpedoes blew up. You can see the body, the uninvisible body of one of the Driders of the building sort of collapsed on it. Its legs, sort of mechanical legs, sort of sticking out. And it looks dead. And then the one that's out in the shrubbery is sort of exposed as all the plant life around it has been blown away, and it's sort of in pieces scattered in the field over there. So the 2 Driders who were opening the gates and focusing
Yes.
on the portals are out. And this world has another invasive infestation unleashed upon it, but that's okay.
The universe
I
is
mean,
going away
We're
anyway.
going to be deleting this universe anyway, so it's all right. You know, it's all right.
Well, speaking of which, you guys get back to the gunship.
Mm-hmm.
Dis with disadvantage. Or I guess everyone can give me perception checks with disadvantage as you guys
I'm
start
popping my
making
true
your way
sight, by the way.
onto that is fine. If you're popping your true sight, Kronos, yours would have been run out at this point because you
Okay.
popped it in a session previous.
Yeah.
And then you guys are docking, boarding, getting back onto the ship. Oh yeah, you can make yours without the
The disadvantage.
without the disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay. So 22, 10 plus 12 for perception. Yeah.
Xavier,
And you're
I need
rolling
to-
yours with disadvantage,
Me?
Kronos? Yeah.
I thought you just said I could roll mine
No,
without
Dis.
disadvantage.
Dis.
Oh.
Dis has the true
Oh.
sight. Dis popped the true sight, yeah.
14.
Oh, nice.
Yep, that is the lower roll. Yeah, so 10.
Oh, shit,
17
okay.
plus.
Yep, that is the lower
16.
roll.
This is perception?
The higher roll was 13.
It's perception, yeah.
Okay, 33.
33. Good to know. Dis. As you get off and board your ship, you walk in as normal. Kronos, you're sort of back here in your ship, and your ship's down here. Kronos, you have I can't remember the name, but you have your tiger. I think it was a female.
Oh, Zisha.
Yeah. So she's in here. If you ever want to pull her out, she's down
Okay.
here in your ship. Just let me know.
Nice map.
Yeah.
Thank you. You guys are sort of boarding the ship. As you get here, with the 33, you essentially can spot and your true sight, so you're seeing through the spell. Invisibility. Oof. And you sort of scan your computer. So your true sight doesn't go over the cameras, so you can only see what you can see like right in front of you with true sight. But you do see all of them in this area as you walk in. Go ahead and give me a deception check real quick.
Uh, 13 plus 10, 23.
23. Okay. Let me get a check. 7 and 9 plus. Yeah, okay. That's not good enough. They don't see. So you come around and you do instantly, as you pop your true sight, you can see them sort of. They're up against the roof, sort of clinging to it, almost vampiric-like. But you can see their wings are sort of tucked in, and they have their spears that aren't turned on. They're sort of just like waiting in ambush. If you want, you could scan, move around as they are waiting in ambush, or you could act right now. It's up to you.
Is that the Yetis and the Hellhounds in 6?
Yes. And then
Okay.
this is Sylvar in his smaller form, which is something you haven't seen him do. So seeing him as not an ogre, he sort of looks like a human-sized ogre. It's kind of weird. But that it doesn't seem to be taking precedent right now. And then Frog Knight is in the engine room 10. He's like charging in a bay.
Okay. So, let me see.
And
here.
I'm going to do same initiative. So it's going to go Dis, and then same initiative past them. Enemies, Kronos, Bryn.
As soon as we're on board, I want to head towards space as quickly as possible.
Okay, yeah. So as soon as you're on, you basically start heading towards space. That's fine.
Do I have any kind of idea of how long it will take to get there? Because that's going to kind of determine my strategy here.
Before
Just
we
a couple
really get into
minutes,
this, I'll be right.
essentially. Yeah.
A couple of minutes, so like 12 rounds. Gotcha. You know my go-to when the ship is boarded. Put everyone in a safe room and vent it to space.
But I don't think that works the way you think it does, because I've actually been watching shit on depressurization of space vehicles and shit, and it's a lot of math that actually goes into how much suction and like how much.
Oh, I'm not worried about blowing them out.
The ship is. So
I'm just thinking about the cold.
You've tried to do that to a demon before, and it didn't really work. So I mean.
Yeah, but he was made of like lava. Oh, I'm sorry, magma.
Okay.
All right. So, 4.
I don't think demons have to worry
6.
about temperature, hun.
I know.
6 of them around me. Okay. Fuck it. You know what? You want to play games? We'll play games. Sorry, I'm scrolling to find this particular deal.
You're good. You're good. Yeah. Well, the first action is all hinging on you, so it's it's all good. I would think about it too.
All right.
My charges. This is. Okay. I need to start us off on the right foot. So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I see the 2 down the hallway to the left? Towards 7?
You see the ones that are to the left. You technically don't see these guys because they're behind, the closed door or whatever. But if you had taken like a pass around your ship when you got on with that deception check, they would not have attacked. So you could have like popped this door open and then seen, the other ones in here in your personal quarters and the cockpit.
So can I do that kind of in a deceptive way? Like once I see the 2 there, turn around and like be pretending to talk to the party.
Yeah, that would
like
just be
I got
part of your
distracted.
movement essentially. It's
Okay.
just a little bit, not even your full movement. Ow.
All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I don't think I would have, honestly, I don't think I would have ventured as far as into 5 to see. So, all right. Psychic Scream.
So you said you wouldn't have gone this far to see into 5, right? It would have just
No,
been...
I think once that door opened and I saw 2 more there, I would have assumed that there were just a ton of them.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus, that's 10 of them, and my thing only affects 10. So.
Oh, gotcha. And what's the save that I have to make?
It is 2 or lower, unaffected. Intelligence. DC 19.
Ooh. That's not the Blood Baron. It is the Agent of Sin. Intelligence. They do have a save, but it's not super good. And you said 19 is what they're going after?
Yes, it's the DC.
Two. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna forget this. So 2 X's, because 2 went down, 2 succeed. 1 down, 1 succeed. It's cocked. 2 down. That's 10. Alright.
All right. So the ones that failed
Yep. What's the damage?
take 54 psychic damage.
54. Good to know. That's 1, 2.
The ones that succeed take 27 psychic damage. The ones that
Is it
took
27?
full, yes, and the ones that took full damage are stunned.
Unless they are immune to stun, which I don't think
That
they
is
are.
true.
Yeah, no. Some things are, but not a lot of demons aren't. So that's good. These ones are stunned. So the ones closest to you are the ones that fail. There is 6 of them. So the 6 in the room fail. The other 2 on just the outside, they made theirs, so they're not stunned. But that is your action. You still have most of your movement, or you didn't move at all. So your movement and your bonus.
Okay. So I know for sure that there are 2 in the hallway above us and 2 in the hallway to the left of us. So I'm going to head towards the left. And for my bonus, yeah, just a few squares. I just want to get between them and the party. And for my bonus action, I'm summoning my shadow.
All right. And also with that, because of the 2 that landed on the hull and took damage, these ones pop. Those ones actually die.
How long are they stunned for?
right? I think it's called Psychic Screen.
It is on this, yeah. 9th level.
Oh, it just makes it makes a saving throw at the end of its turn to try and get unstunned.
Or it just stays stunned.
Yeah, if it fails to save
Wow.
at the end of its turn, it just stays stunned. That's what happens to Bryn all the time with those mind flayers.
It is.
Accurate.
So yeah, you moved, summoned, did your movement. So then it is the demon's turn. So these 4 that are still alive are going to attempt to. A 9 plus 5 is not going to do it. A 3 is not going to do it. An 11 plus 5 is not going to do it, and a 4 is not going to do it. So those 4 remain stunned. Good shit. The other ones are going to see their moment. And
Damn, I was hoping that was their attack roll. All the 4s you were rolling.
no, that was the ones trying to be unstunned. And their goal... I'm trying to think how they would do this, because they've got...
Oh, and of course I alert everyone to what I'm seeing.
Yeah. They can't see quite yet. Whoops.
I wanna go.
Here. Their fly speed is 60. This one's stunned. Alright. That is... Dis, you can see them, so... These ones don't get advantage against you, so these are just normal attacks. And they get 2, so... for flanking, that's a 4 and a 2, those are still gonna miss. I hate this dice, one of them is all blacked out. 14. 16 plus 7, 20. One of the spears that turns on and comes towards you does make contact with a 20. Why can't I do math right now? 23.
I ask my brain that all the time. It never gives me a good answer.
If you want this, you can use your reaction
Shield.
to do something. To shield? Okay, so your AC jumps up to 26, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 more attacks. Advantage. Other one. Flanking. 26. So they have to roll an 11 or higher. Oh, okay. So it's 1 attack. It's 17 plus 7 is 24. So that... No, not 11 or higher. Sorry, I fucking thought that their plus was higher. Okay, so that's miss. It's 24. And then... Bryn, you see 2 demons sort of pop into existence as they fall from the ceiling and their heads explode, kind of spraying this black ichor all over the cabin. And then 2 more pop into existence behind and in front of Dis as they start trying to stab at Dis with a spear. And then 3 more pop into existence around you, Bryn, all trying to attack with their spears as well. Your AC is 20 or 21?
20.
20? Okay. So 1 does hit. If you want, you can try and use your reaction to lower the damage. And if you lower the damage to 0, you get an attack as a reaction against it.
Okay,
with your new power armor, if you roll 2d10 plus a d12 and let me know what you get, and I'll subtract it for the damage.
Good luck, mate.
16 with the plus 15 to your thing. It brings it to 31, which lowers the damage of this spear to 0. So as this first attack sort of the first Cambion pops into, or Agent of Sin pops into existence and tries to stab you with a spear, you sort of move your axe and just kind of move the spear out of the way, leaving this Agent of Sin open for an attack against you. If you would like to use your reaction, you can make an attack.
Yep. Oh
as part of
yeah.
that.
I'm gonna slice at him with Axie.
This one has 27 damage done. Okay.
Wow. So I rolled a 14
To hit.
total.
A 14 to hit. Okay. So that does not hit. But their attacks still missed. So that first one's attacks miss. Six, that's not enough. That one hits with a 23. And then this guy doesn't have advantage because he's not flanking. Then that one. Second attack is a 6. So only one more hits for a total of 13 necrotic damage. And then you can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Or the start of the agent's enemy's next turn, my bad. And then, so that's all their attacks. The other ones didn't get unstunned, they stayed stunned. So Kronos, you're actually next. As you're sort of just walking in, minding your own business, you get an alert from Dis telling you that there's demons on the ship, and not a moment later, you see the same thing Bryn does as 2 demons' heads explode and fall from the ceiling, and all these demons just pop into existence with these spears attacking your party.
Oh, okay, so I can see them.
After they attack, yeah, they pop into existence.
Yeah.
It breaks their visibility.
Then I guess as a bonus action, I'll go ahead and pop my crystalline armor.
All right. So you have invulnerability to damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And those 2 that are to the left of my character, they're within 10 feet of me, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, then I'll attack the first one with the scythe.
All right, go ahead and give me a roll. And they do seem pretty heavily armored. They have this like sort of demonic power armor around them, and their wings sort of pop out the back of it.
Okay.
So they look heavily armored.
So 29, 17 plus 12? No, wait, plus 11.
Yeah,
Hang on. So 28.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. 11, yeah, 28. Okay. And then...
And you get 2 attacks with your scythe.
Yeah.
And if you want, you can use your bonus action to hex and shit stuff before you make your attack if you want.
Well, I thought I already used my bonus action to pop my armor.
Oh shit! Okay, is your
Yeah.
You're, okay. For some reason, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just a regular attack this time. So 1d10 plus 6. So 6 plus 6, so that's 12 for the first attack.
And it's just regular slashing damage, right? Or is it anything
Yeah,
special
regular
about the type
slashing
of
damage.
it
Yes.
is? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And it's
Yep.
magic, so it goes through. 12 on top of that.
For the second attack,
39.
plus. I wish maybe I should have popped my my fucking thing, my spirit shroud, because this is a 19 plus 11, so 30 to hit on that second one. What a crit!
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so, and then D10 plus 6, 7 plus 6. 13 for that second attack. Is the damage.
Hurt. Right. Your sonic scythe slices through the cambion in front behind Dis. Do you want to use your movement to move, or are you just going to stay where you're at? Because you can move through.
Which one did I attack? Because I was aiming for like the one that was off to my left.
Hopefully not one that was stunned.
The one that was behind Dis.
Yeah, it's not stunned, right?
No.
Okay.
Technically, you can't see the ones that are stunned.
Oh, okay, good.
I think they can still no, they can't concentrate, so you would see them too. And the ones that are stunned, I believe they don't fall because of their spider climb or whatever, but they do. I don't think hitting them knocks them out of stun. But
I don't know.
yeah,
Okay.
That's up to you. But yeah, you can easily hit the one right behind Dis.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess I'll just stay right where I'm at.
Okay. And then Bryn, it is your turn.
I want to fucking tornado with Axie and see how many I get. Now I'm mad that I blocked it and then basically whiffed my attack.
Your free attack.
Kill them all.
Mm-hmm.
The one that Kronos just hit is pretty hurt, and you know with your ability, if you kill one, you get a extra attack with your bonus action. So you think possibly if you knock.
Do I still get a bonus action if I reacted though?
Yeah, your reaction and bonus action are different, and your reaction's back because it's your turn. So once it comes back to your turn, you get your reaction back.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
So yeah, you're if you want, you can attack the one that Kronos just attacked and stack damage, and that way you can possibly get an extra attack. But let me know what you get.
94.
22.
22 hits.
Yes, it is.
That's gonna be a big hit because Axie, and you can choose cold fire or lightning, but you get a sense that demons are pretty resistant to elemental damage in general, so you don't think it'll matter on this specific opponent.
Cold steel's the only thing we need.
Yeah. So it's a 20.
20 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, that brings it to a total of... Ooh, it's hanging on. So you basically, as you send your axe, in it sort of is turning and it chops through one of its wings and sinks into the power armor. And then you call your axe back, and as you do, the wing just sort of sloughs off. It falls to the ground, and it kind of like turns its cocks its glaze, or gets glaze. Its gaze at you as opposed to this. Freudian slip. Oh my.
Wow.
But you get a second attack, and this one does look like it's just kind of barely hanging on.
Yeah, so we're just gonna hit him again because I'm angry.
Yes. And then you'll get another.
The ones that are up on this, yeah, that's gonna hit. And I don't think you can do less than the amount of damage it takes to kill it. Because your plus alone is like plus 10 or something, I think, right? Whoa.
Plus 7.
Yeah.
Plus 16.
That's enough to kill it. All right, so this one, as it sort of turns its eye and over to you, you throw the axe again and just fucking decapitate it, and its head falls down next to its wing. And you get a third attack as your bonus action if you want. Or you can rage. It's up to you, but I would use the attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack.
Seems like a good idea.
Whatever one's looking at me sideways after killing that. That's who I'm attacking.
Okay. Give me another roll.
Look at me
23.
sideways, motherfucker.
Yeah. Did your mom tell you it's not nice to stare? Alright, So it's 19 damage.
19 damage. Okay. That's okay. So that is 3 attacks. If you'd like to move, you can, but you are pinned down pretty well. But
Yeah,
you did
no, I'm gonna
help
stay where I
Dis.
am.
Yeah, you okay, good. Because you got the one off Dis's back, so those ones are no longer attacking Dis with advantage, which is very helpful. Dis, it is your turn now. Oh wait, sorry. The people on the ship get to go now. At the end of the initiative, I almost passed over them. Do you want them to do anything? You can turn Frog Knight on, have him come online. Silvar Ogre, you can command him to do something, or he's going to act on his own. Same with Enar and the dogs. You can open the door and have them come out, or tell them to stay, or whatever you want. But that's up to you guys. And Bryn, you can command Enar and the dogs. Dis, you kind of get the rest of the crew.
Frog Knight, I'm going to have power on, come out and attack the one that's closest to him, the one that's right at the entrance to that hallway. You know, right near my shadow. That one.
So I'm going to get right here.
I'm gonna have Enar come out.
Okay. So, come out. And you just have him blast from the doorway?
Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah.
He's just gonna peek his little head out and
And,
start pew-pewing as much as he can.
You actually have him on your sheet. Same with you, I think, Dis. I think I put Frog Knight on your sheet. I might have put Frog Knight on your sheet, Kronos.
Yeah,
but
you
I have
did.
him open too. Okay. That's because if anything ever happens on the ship, I want you guys to be able to, like, command them and shit if you guys aren't on the ship at the time.
I have Silver. So can I have Silver attack that one too?
Yeah, if you want to roll for
Okay.
Silvar, you can. I'm rolling for Frog right now. I got him open. Ooh, a 19 on the die. And since there's only the one, he's going to take his blade that shoots up out of his arm and just use his big size to reach up and pin it to the roof with his arm push blade. And he does 12 slashing damage. And it's not...
I approve.
think he is magic, so that all goes through. So that is 66 damage to that one, as Frog Knight just has his hand up, and he's holding it. He withdraws again, because he actually gets 2 attacks, and he's going to try and attack again and pull it down from the ceiling. It's still stunned, because that does not break their stun. And he has advantage to hit, I think, because they're stunned. So that is 17 plus 11, so it's going to hit. Another 12, which brings it to 78. The one on the ground, that Frog Knight is standing over seems to be very, very, very injured, but not dead. And do you want Silvar to finish it off? Is that what you're going to have him do?
Yeah, please. And by the way, he critted, so...
Okay. And he's in his small form, so the
Yeah.
damage will use the small form damage.
So it is 13 minus 1d4.
And that's going to be enough, because that can't take more than... can't drop the damage below 2. Or no, sorry, not 2. 6, yeah. I think that can drop it below 6 at 13.
So 1, so 13
12.
minus 1 is 12, doubled, because he critted, is 24.
All right. So as
Rock
Frog
on,
Knight
Silver.
sort of as Frog Knight sort of shanks this thing twice and then throws it down on the floor from the roof, Silvar walks over and just basically smashes its head on the ground. Does he have a club? Right? Isn't Silvar a
Yeah,
club?
yeah.
He just
Called
smashes
Meat
it.
Tenderizer.
Yeah, that's what it is, because he was a cook. He was a big ogre cook in the gorge. And then Enar is going to pop out and begin to shoot at the ones that are behind Mama. Go ahead and give me an attack, Bryn, with Enar. He's on your sheet. If you want to roll for him, you can.
Yeah, he doesn't have any pluses or anything, does he? I don't think so.
He should. Yeah, he should be a character sheet on in your
Well,
extras.
I'm looking at his character sheet. I was meaning for his.
Attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a plus.
Oh,
it's where
plus
his
6 to
attacks.
hit. There it is. I had to scroll down. I found it.
You're good.
He rolled a 12. I should have had you roll for him.
So yeah, he pops around and starts shooting, blasting through the doorway. Those ones went. So now it's back up to you, Dis.
All right. I'm going to begin by attacking the one closest to me. That's right by that hollow terminal.
Heard.
A 16. So I will take the 16 plus 14, so a 30. And then I have another ally within 5 feet.
And then you can move. You never said where you popped your shadow, so I just kind of put it on the map.
Yeah, that's fine. I meant Bryn was right there. Sorry, doing the maths.
You're good. You're good.
What's it like to have to math? I roll so low, it's easy.
Yeah, but you roll 7 times.
Feels so bad. You have my luck with dice, but I'm the DM, so it's not as bad as when I roll.
It's really not as bad. All right, so the
It's frustrating as
total
fuck, though. Let me
the
hit your
total slashing damage is 47. Then plus 8 necrotic. And if he's still alive after that, let me know.
This is the one that Bryn hit. Oh wait, no, it's not. So, and how much did you say was the total? Sorry.
The total, if we ignore damage types, is 55.
Okay, yeah, you have a magic weapon, so we can, because you're at necrotic damage. So 55 on top of this one is going to be 9. Ooh. Yeah, they're still up, but barely.
All right, then second attack they won't be. If I hit. I hit.
Okay, yeah. Then
12
you don't even
plus...
have to roll, you don't have to roll damage.
Okay.
Your plus would kill them, yeah. So this one now is dropped with your 2 attacks. And then you are dual wielding, and you still have some movement. So if you wanted to, you could there or here and make another attack. The one that's up on the roof is stunned, so you have advantage.
I only get 2 attacks though, and I just use both.
Your bonus action, if you're with your rapier and your karambit, so you get an attack with the karambit with your offhand. If you haven't used your bonus to do anything else,
Okay.
you're usually using your bonus action for so many things. You barely get to do the third attack.
11 plus 15, so 26 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, max damage. So another 14 damage on him.
14. 8. All right. So with your second attack, you sort of walk up and take the karambit and slice the fingers that are stunned along the wall. Hold this Cambrian. One side of the Cambrian, our agent is sent up, and it sort of falls to the ground, still stunned at your feet. Then it is their turn, so now they actually get their second save to try and break this. And there is 3 more of them still stunned. A 7 on the die, plus 5 is not 19. Okay, here we go. So the one that you cut manages to break the stun, and then this one manages to break the stun. This one had snuck out of the room and is going to... Kronos.
Yes.
Fly. 10, 20, 30, 40. You hear a voice echo in the back of your mind as you look this Agent of Sin over. that says stop. And you get the sense that something wants you to lose focus or stop your concentration. I need you to make me a oh shit, where did I just had it open. It is command wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
Their DC. Okay.
Fucker. Let's see. So 19, 17 plus 2.
19. Good.
Yeah.
Good check. So yeah, you don't stop concentrating on your spell, and you maintain your crystalline armor. This one is still stunned. Can't do much.
You bastards.
See the agents of sin change their target. Let's see. So it's clearer.
I feel like that white chick on the couch.
So,
Gross.
those two, these two, one has to stand up, so that's half their movement, but they're not moving anywhere else. So, just attacks now. So that is a 26 to hit, even with shield. This one, you feel as this one comes in, you see it coming. Even if you use your reaction for shield, this one would hit. Would you like to take the hit and keep your reaction for something else? Use shield anyway to raise your AC for the rest of the round, or use one of your abilities that lets you not get hit by an attack. Any way you want to use your reaction. You have several ways you can use it.
Trade places.
Oh, gotcha.
Look at Woodrow's like, oh yeah. Huh.
Well, that
That's
works
the
that
thing.
first attack. So
Yeah.
that first attack moves. This one can't move because they flew down from over here, so they can't move enough to get there. This one can't either, but these two can. Boop, boop. This one's still stunned. That's right. This one has is half its movement to get up, and so it can actually get right here. So it's 3 of them. Oh, okay. Let's not do that.
We're all going.
Yeah, everyone's moving. Okay. But now they don't have advantage for flanking, so that's good. They're no longer rolling with advantage, which is how I hit you in the first place. So, 9 and a 6 aren't going to hit your normal AC. 21. Your reaction is used, so that is 2 hits.
Actually, no. I couldn't have swapped places, so I'm going to have just dodged. My Manifest Shadow requires 15 feet of movement and a bonus action. And since I used my bonus action for the additional attack...
Well, they say it's not your turn, so you can't use a bonus action. It's a reactions that you can use when you're getting hit.
Oh, well... Yeah, then I guess if you want to make it a reaction instead of a bonus action, then that's fine.
Okay, let's just do this. Oops. Do you want to pop your shield, or do you want to just make it so that one hit doesn't hit?
I'll pop the shield and let that one hit.
Okay. So that one hits, and that is going to be... So then 25 is the highest of the other ones. So that means all the other ones miss, but only one gets through. So you take 13 necrotic damage from the spear tip, and you can't heal until the start of the demon's next turn.
Okay.
But with the shield cast, all of the other attacks actually miss. Then that one's stunned. The one that's still on Bryn. 2 attacks. 17 or 7 plus 16 is 23, so that both hit. Bryn You take a total of 26 necrotic damage from 2 spear attacks. Then it goes to Kronos' turn.
Okay.
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 So if I walk straight forward into basically the center of that group, I'll be right next to Bryn. Yes.
Yeah. You just take 5 steps forward and you'll be right next to Bryn.
Okay. I will walk 5 steps forward and I will grab Bryn and then I will thunder step over to the right corner, I guess, near the door.
Right corner?
Yeah.
What is the range on your thunder step
10 feet.
damage? So you're gonna hit
the
this
damage
too.
radius is 10 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, within 10 feet of me.
Okay. So this is gonna get hit too.
Oh, really?
I don't care.
Yeah,
Do it.
this is 10 feet.
Damn, I thought I was. Could I walk a little? Well, I guess if I'm gonna be right next to Bryn.
You'd have to move through her space to not hit this, which would trigger attacks from 2 of the agents.
Okay. All right.
But you could do it.
Well,
Just do it.
I'm invulnerable to damage right now anyway, so fuck it. Yeah, I'll move through their space. They can try to attack me. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, and so with that, even if they do hit, it just scratches along the side. So you kind of move onto the other side of Bryn and thunderstepping from here. You'd only hit 2 of them though, if you do that. Yeah, you're
Would I be able
essentially
to grab
hitting
her
Dis
from
either
up there?
way. Yeah, you're still hitting Dis though.
Damn it. Dis, why you gotta be in the way?
Well, it's a small confined ship. It's not really meant for big spells.
Yeah, no meteor.
Right.
No BFG
Cast
either.
Shatter.
I just cleaned this fucking place up.
Fine.
Yeah, all right, fine. I mean, doesn't seem to really be doing much good if I damage Dis in the process. So I'll walk to the side and hit the 2.
I have 112 hit points. I'll be fine.
All right, fine. If you wanna play the hero, I'll just walk straight up 5 feet and grab
4.
Bryn, and we'll teleport off to the corner. And yeah, so it's a 20 con save for everybody within 10
Oh,
feet.
nice.
1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, 20 con save Dis.
Motherfuck you. 16 plus 4.
Nice.
So I take half?
So hang on, where the fuck? Why did you jump on me? All right, so
6.
casting it at
Yep, okay.
third level. So, yeah. Let's see. Within 2 feet, Constitution saving throw, 3d10 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
That's fine. Just let me know.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3. 21. Not bad.
So half of
21
21 rounded down for me is
10.
10.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's 10 for this guy.
I also didn't want you to do a point of damage to my construct over there because that would dispel him
Oh.
and cost me some bonuses.
Well, I'm glad that I didn't do that then. Damn, I'm out of scotch.
Damn it.
So I think kill this guy.
Sweet.
Yep. 89. Boom, that's dead. Alright.
Nice.
A little over dead. But, so this guy right here, you go boom. The other guys take some damage. They seem to make their save.
Okay.
And another guy was out of the radius at the other end. So it is a total of more. They don't like their odds. They're getting to their plan B, it seems. Okay, Kronos. So that is your action. You still technically, I believe, have bonus and movement if you haven't used that for something. Actually, I don't think you have.
Okay. So Spirit Shroud requires concentration. So if I did that, then I would lose my invulnerability, which is still good for a while. So all right, yeah. I think I am. Oh, wait.
You can Hexblade's Curse, though. That's not concentration.
But don't I have
Curse, you
to?
just-
Oh, okay. I can just toss my curse on somebody. I don't necessarily
Yeah,
have
so-
to have the Spirit Shroud popped. Okay.
Yeah, Spirit Shroud just adds damage to whatever you hit. That Hex is like a free thing you can throw around. It makes your Hex weapon.
Oh, that's
really
what actually
powerful.
makes me hit on a 19 or a 20.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then I will. I'll throw my Hexblade's Curse on that the closest. Actually, the one down at the bottom near the wall.
Okay. And if you want, you
Yeah.
still have your movement. You could move up to it. You've used your action, so you can't attack, but you
Right.
can get within range of hitting it if you want.
Okay.
That's up
Yeah.
to
Let's
you.
do that too. And then
Okay.
yeah, I'll Hexblade's Curse that one.
All right. And then Bryn, it is your turn.
I'm swinging this bitch of an axe. Where are we?
Boom. So if you charge forward, you could easily like swing up or throw your axe and hit the one that's on the ceiling stunned.
Yep.
It seems to have taken good damage. They all actually seem to be pretty hurt.
Just throwing it out there, you haven't raged yet. I don't know if that's something you want to do. I just wanted to mention.
Yeah, you could do that too because you haven't used. But or you could save that bonus action for an extra attack if you think you're going to kill one. So that's up to you too.
I know how much my babe likes her raging.
I do like raging.
More attacks is
No, it's
also
okay.
good.
We'll save it for another attack. All right. So I rolled a 15 because I hate life.
This one is stunned. This is the one that failed. It's still stunned. You have advantage
Oh.
on the melee attack against it. So
Oh well, if I have advantage, then that's a 28 to hit him.
yeah, that hits.
I fucking swear. 19.
That's
You can get it.
decent.
Okay.
One of them is a
Actually good.
1, one is a 3. That's bullshit. On the D12, I got a fucking 3. And then on the 2D8s, I got an 8 and a 1. So I just averaged my D8s out. I fucking
Yeah.
swear.
Oh, actually, if you look, there's one of them that hasn't taken much damage. The one that came out of that back room was out of the range of the thunder, didn't get hit by the psychic, and no one's touched it. So there actually is one that looks pretty pristine. The rest of them look pretty fucking damaged. But that is enough to... You said 19, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just making sure that that's... I was doing some calculations on the numbers of tokens versus my math here. I was like, wait, there's one missing. So, but that is enough to kill the one that's stunned on the roof. It had 64 damage
Good.
done to it. So that one drops off the roof bisected as you're just running and jump and cut it in half. You now have an extra attack as your bonus, and so you have 2 more attacks.
Where's the guy that you said looked pretty pristine?
The one is actually on the other side of... It's the one that darted across the room to try and flank Dis from that back corner. Used all its movement to get over there. It's this one, the furthest one.
Grr.
You could try
Alright,
to
we're
throw your
going-
axe still, Because you can throw your weapon, so you could still try to hit that one if you want with both your attacks.
Can I transfer my curse to the to the other fucking one of the other guys? Since I just literally cursed that one and now he's dead.
I'll let you use your reaction for that if you want.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the one that's closest to me.
Then I will throw my curse into the one right next to Dis.
There are 3 right next to this.
I'll let you hold that reaction until Bryn's rage
Okay,
stops,
yeah, until
and then you can be like, that one.
That's the one.
I imagine you point to put your hex, and then as soon as you do that, Bryn jumps
Okay,
up,
nope.
runs back and jumps
You're
and
like,
cuts it in 2.
Okay.
And you move the finger over to the next one, and then she kills that one, and you're just like, fuck!
Eeny,
I'm just gonna
meeny,
keep pointing. You
Miny,
keep
mo.
killing. We'll see how far this goes.
catch a
This
demon.
is
Yeah, go
24,
ahead.
by the way.
To hit?
Yeah.
That is a hit.
Thank you. That's much better. So that is a 25 damage.
Nice.
I'm also going to drop that one, who had 64 damage done to him. So as they are sort of engaged in looking at Dis, you drop 2 of them as you run in a frenzy towards
Yeah.
your...
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna keep killing them. Fuck these
Sure.
guys.
Mi amor. Fuck
Some
these
epic music.
19.
19 actually
Yeah.
misses. But
I know.
you
Aw.
have advantage because you're flanking. So go ahead and roll again.
Oh.
With advantage.
Yeah, 'cause I'm within,
Oh, that's a 30.
and I'm within
That
5
is
feet.
going to hit.
I think that is gonna hit. I'm pretty certain. So 25 again damage.
Okay, let's see. 25 plus 46. What do we get here? 1, carry the 1.
Carry the
71. So, not enough to bring this one down, but you leap up off of the wall, cut one off the roof that's stunned, do a little pirouette, and bisect the one that Kronos was about to put the hex on, and sink your axe deep into the back of this one, attacking Dis, but it doesn't go down, and Kronos is like, okay, that one.
Yes, that one right up there,
Like
to the
my
north
axe is
of
still
Dis.
buried in his spine. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like,
Okay. Yeah.
curse.
Fine.
That's funny.
And then they sort of hold. Dis will say it's your turn next. Let you guys finish. these guys
Do you?
up.
Oh, okay. All
I'm
right.
letting you guys get that last turn in because I think you guys will probably. Get 'em right here.
The one at my 10 o'clock.
Or-
That is it hit.
If it's a 21 or above, it hits.
Definitely. It was like a 30, so.
You're 20 or above. Oops.
Does someone have wine?
That's like, what's whiskey?
Wish.
Yeah. It's empty. My scotch is empty.
I
that's
have the
scotch,
rest of my
dang.
beer, but it's hurting my stomach. Which is just mean.
So is my
Maybe.
empty scotch bottle.
That's hurting your heart more than your stomach.
I mean, maybe, but still, pain is pain.
I'm not going to waste the poison on him. 44.
44. You get the sense that poison probably wouldn't be a smart choice against demons anyway. 44. All right.
I'm gonna
With
poison
magic
them. We're not alive. Oh.
Well, they have resistance. They can feel poison, but they have resistances to a lot of regular and normal elemental damage, being from the plane they come from. And then not down with 44 damage on this is the pristine one that was up to your 10 o'clock. So that one still stands.
Not for long. He is bitch.
Oh. Shit. I have been forgetting to write down some things with these rolls. Sorry.
What are you forgetting?
That the necrotic damage heals me.
Yeah, it either heals you for what it does or for half of what it does. I can't remember.
It's for what it does.
Necrotic damage. Yeah. It's like vampiric touch. And then...
Alright, so... that was attack 1. And... for attack 2... it's over at 21, so... Go ahead.
Okay. I was going to say, if you want, with your bonus action, you do remember that you have the rage ability you can use as a bonus.
I do?
I don't know if it should be on your weapon. You
really
when you stabbed the barbarian that you took in for the Brothers of Bone, you used the vampiric ability on him, and I remember you said I told you that you could share.
Oh, that's so fucking awesome.
With Bryn. So if you want to use your bonus action,
we're really good at this.
We're
really good at knowing what we have.
So yeah, I'm doing that.
So as the sounds of battle fill your ears, you can just start to hear the blood pumping through your body as your eyes get bloodshot and the world around you grows a little red.
I just look over and I'm like, feels good, doesn't it, babe?
Yeah, you see Dis just foaming at the mouth like a little chihuahua. Just,
You're like, okay, tiger.
Where's my Peter Griffin on meth gif?
I am so fucking ready.
Yeah, all I got is 3 different ones from being Persian. Was that my last attack, or do I get another attack?
You that was your bonus and 1 attack. You still have 1 more attack, and now you'll be making the attack with rage. And I think you get a damage bonus from the ability.
I do. It's a +2, I think.
It's a basic barbarian rage, but still pretty dope. It's the damage resistance and the strength of the advantage is the big benefit.
Yeah.
$25.
All right, so there's 25 more damage. So that's gonna bring it to
Babe, I think we did equal
69.
damage on our second hits. 69.
Total 69 damage. So, as these 3 demons seem pretty injured around, they all sort of look at each other and start to speak Abyssal. Let's see.
Damn it.
I'm gonna roll for Enar real quick. I'm gonna get a 5 on the die. Plus, you said Enar had a plus 6.
Enar's not on my sheet, so that would be Shay.
Okay, so Enar misses.
Hold on,
Now-
I was looking.
Yeah, you're good. His
his heavy bolt caster is a +6.
Okay, so he does miss with the heavy bolt caster, but he's trying his little heart out. Got a 5 on the die. Silvar and Frog Knight look like
Hold on, there's no one within 30 feet of Enar, right?
no.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Because he can do 2 attacks if one of them is chilling gaze. That's why I was asking. Not that I think it would matter, but
You could have him move if you wanted to try it.
no, that's alright.
Okay.
He
and
should
then
stay back there.
You see the Agents of Sin. They're communicating in Abyssal. Kronos, with your passive insight, you can tell that they're going for some sort of last stand on their last turn. They're attempting to do something. You can see Silvar and Frog Knight.
Are they casting a spell?
No, they're communicating. You can just tell by the way they're communicating that they're desperate. Like they're in a mode of... They've switched to a mode of desperation. Silvar and Frog Knight look like they're ready to hop in and help if you want them to, but they're sort of like, waiting for your command if you want them to help and join even closer in this fray, you can, or you can tell them to get back, and so for you guys to finish it, or whatever you want to do. But they're sort of like looking ready to jump in. But do you guys, you being the, it just had been your turn, Dis. Do you tell them to get back, or do you have them assist?
I feel like this is a play to my ego that we would want to finish this ourselves, so I want them to attack, but from range, if any of them have range, because I don't want them getting too close and getting fucked up.
Okay, so Frog Knight will take cover and use his blaster. I think Silvar has range. You're gonna have to look though.
I'm looking. Silver.
Ooh, I actually don't think he does.
No, just to meet Tenderizer.
Yeah, so he'll go take cover back here. And since Enar and Frog Knight have cover, mostly they're gonna be good. And he has 2 attacks. I'm gonna roll those real quick. Let's see if they can put those down.
I noticed Zesera is on my sheet too.
Yeah, she's not on. She hasn't joined the crew yet, but I put her on there for when she does.
Nice.
Because you had already said she's one of the people you wanted or whatever. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Every little assassin helps.
21 radiant damage. So Frog Knight actually puts one of them down. Frog Knight shoots right in front of you, Dis, and pings the one in between you and Bryn.
Nice.
Drops that one, and the other 2 look, and they start reaching down. One of them reaches out and grabs the other one, and the other one pulls something out which looks like a grenade, but you've never seen a grenade like this before. It's kind of strange. And they drop it, and as the one drops it, the other one is casting a spell.
Counter spell.
Let's see. 10, 20, 30. It's 30 feet away from you, so you actually can get this one, Kronos. Go ahead, and this is a teleport spell. So I think that's a DC 17. What level are you? This spell? It's a normal 3rd level, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me a D20, and you need to add your charisma modifier to it.
So plus
And the goal is a 7th level spell, so 17 DC.
I'm just curious, and I'm not suggesting. Well, I'll ask after he's done because I don't want to.
23. 18 plus 5.
Nice. Go ahead.
18 on the die plus 5 charisma modifier.
Could you upcast a dispel so that the DC is lower, or a counter
Not
spell?
so the DC is lower. So the way that works, if you were to count who would say, let's say, using a 9th level spell, right? They're opening a gate to another dimension and calling forth like orchids or something, and you're like, fuck that, and you go to counterspell, or dispel or whatever. You can counterspell a 9th level spell, but if you wanted to try without rolling at all, like you just want the spell to work 100%, you have to cast it at the same level. If you cast it at a level lower than the level of the spell, you have to roll and add your spell casting modifier and try and beat the DC, which is 10 plus the spell level. So that's how it works.
So it's not to your advantage to upcast it unless you can upcast it up to the level.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah, and I realized I asked him what level, but then I realized it was a 7th level spell and he probably can't cast it.
Oof.
Oh no, what happened? Computer says no.
It was getting choppy. We'll see.
And that says no.
He was our map too.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's the map. He's the.
Do it live.
Right.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
So how's everybody do?
I'm out of scotch. I'm all right, I guess. I'm out of scotch.
Would it really be Dice Dames and Dudes if we didn't have something crazy happen after a 3-week hiatus?
No.
I feel like this is how people know it's our channel.
Oh, hold on. I have 2 things to play.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
See if it pays off for him.
And one more.
Accurate.
Welcome
There
back.
it is.
Hey, what happened?
We were going to ask you the same thing.
Did it just kick me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So much
Yeah,
death
I
and
was like,
destruction. That's what happened.
everything went quiet, and I was like, "Oh, Bryn Jay must have muted." And so I was like describing it, and I was like, "No one's saying anything." I checked back, and it's like, "You've been removed from the." I was like, "Oh,
No, you were getting choppy for
Your-
about
your
20
audio
seconds
was-
leading up to that. So
Yeah, your audio kept cutting
Okay.
out, and it was cutting out a little longer, a little longer, a little longer, and then you were just gone.
And then just gone.
gotcha." We're almost done with this encounter, so I want to share this back real quick. Can you guys hear me
Oh.
pretty good now?
decent. There's still a little crackle every now and then, but it's better than it was. All right.
Okay.
Eh.
Where did you last leave off? They dropped the grenade. Did you hear that?
And he counterspelled. And
Yeah,
that
and I
was
counterspelled
all we
them.
heard.
I got a 23 total.
So that does work. That breaks the counter spell. So as the spell fails and they realize they're not going to get out of the situation in time, they sort of look to Dis and they say something in Drow. And then Drow, they say, "The Spider Queen will be happy to add you to her collection. No one escapes her grasp, or her web, sorry." And then an explosion goes off. I need everyone to make me DC 19 strength saving throw. And Dis, because you're raging, you have advantage on this throw.
I do.
Strength saving throw.
27.
I made it.
21.
A 6 and a 17.
Is the 17 total?
23.
Okay, 23.
No, it's 17 plus 4 plus 2.
Okay. So,
Because-
you guys,
Oh, it's a saving. Okay, so it's a 21. Sorry.
yeah, it's a strength
It's
saving
plus
throw.
2 on strength checks, not strength saves. While raging. So.
No, it's not plus 2. It's not plus 2 to them. It's you have advantage on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is
So-
advantage.
Which
So
I
what's
needed
the
it because
total?
my first roll was a
21,
6. Yes, 21.
Okay. Okay. So 21 total is good. It beats 19. So the explosion that goes off, it is strange. You see visions of a hellish landscape just flashing before your eyes as the area of the explosion expands over you. It's sort of almost like a big bang, a little demi-plane is opening and washing over you, and you're sort of almost being pulled into that plane as the well closes around you. But in that moment when you're inside it, you can feel just this nasty sulfuric wind and this immense heat. But then there's a flash, and everything is sort of smoking a little bit, and you all take, let's see, 27 necrotic damage for making the save, as you were almost dragged to hell by a hell grenade.
While I was briefly there, I extend my finger. Toward Lolth.
So that happens. You guys now are on the ship. The hell grenade didn't seem to do much damage to the structure at all. It's just almost like when Constantine comes back from hell, everything's just sort of steaming. It's kind of like that around all where the area of the necrotic energy touched. Everything is just sort of steaming and kind of hot and smelly, almost like egg and sulfur. But the two demons seem to be gone. It seems like since their teleport didn't work back to the planet they wanted to go to join their compadres, they took their second ticket home back to hell the hard way.
Motherfuckers.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, they're now lemurs and have to be reformed into their form by eons of grinding away in hell. So
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I suppose that makes me feel a little bit better. Fucking assholes. Deserve it.
Yeah, when you kill a demon or anything that has become fiendish, it goes back to hell where it reforms. If it's powerful enough, it doesn't have to reform into a Lemur or whatever. Like if it's, say, Manos or something, like a high-level demon, it can just reform into its natural, its main form or whatever. But other smaller demons have to come back as like blobs of flesh and it's gross.
Suffer, fuckers.
Well, they are. But the
Good.
ship is yours. You guys now have the servers from Terrace to go over if you want to see whatever is on them or whatever you can glean from them. And also, you have the signal that's coming from Osteroth, but that is about a 3-day trip away, or a little under, but it's almost 3 days there. Would be the same back. And Kronos, you know that the time on the
Hourglass is about
on
up.
the hourglass is about up. It's about like a little over 2 days left. So if you went to Osteroth right now before going back to the base, you don't think Suzari would be there when you got back. So you can take the downtime at the base, go back to the base, go over the information, maybe help Steve and the Steves figure out more of the planar landscape that you guys are now in. Now that you know that you're not just computer data, you're being stitched from the knowledge of like the information of the computer data into a living, breathing demi-plane in the ethereal to be transferred somewhere else. You're thinking the material, but technically it could be any other plane. It could be the abyss. It could be anything. So there is that. Where do you guys want to go from here?
I think we should go back to the base. Go over the information.
I have no problem with you going and seeing her. Bryn, make it 69. I cast the lower level one. No, that should heal you up. The last one didn't, so. It's nice having a baby cleric.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
put
fine with just
Band-Aids.
going back and going over stuff.
Okay, we go back.
Okay. Sylvar and Frog Knight, even Enar and the dogs come out a little bit, and they're shaken up a bit. Frog Knight goes over. He says that he scanned them during the battle, and that the technology they were wearing seems to be not fashioned by normal methods. It was definitely some kind of like magitech or something. It seemed to be
Infernal Magitech.
Yeah.
So, as the bodies died, did they disintegrate, or are there corpses left behind?
They're the like skin and shit, and like their magic like argent items and stuff are kind of turning to this like black, smelly ichor. Yeah.
I'll have him and Silver hopefully scrape that shit out in the airlock.
Yeah, they can get to work on cleaning that. Enar, you see
Dump the refuse.
One of the hellhounds walks up to it, sniffs it,
Oh.
and starts lapping it up, and the other ones come over. You get the sense that they've eaten demons before, being from hell.
Gross.
They just kinda,
Stop
like,
that.
look
Get
up.
that out of your mouth.
Knock yourself out.
No,
But you're
that was the one that did it. I guarantee was Astrid, because that's the one that's the undead black and green with black eyes. That's the one that started it, and then the others were like, "Yeah, let's do it."
That's a good idea.
Okay, but after they finish, Bryn, break out the breath.
The potty mat?
No,
Okay.
the breath-saving milk bones.
The Banaka.
Yeah,
The milk bone banaka, yeah.
yeah. We'll get them the good ones.
Gross.
So the ship once again gets cleaned out, except this time it didn't take any real damage, other than a few blaster bolt hits here and there or whatever. But it's pretty intact, just a little dirty. And you guys head back to the base, and as you're heading back to the base, there was a roll you guys had made on your way out that was going to decide something. So what that was, as you guys are heading back, you get a distress beacon. There's no message with it. It seems to be like an emergency last resort distress beacon that gets pulled when it's like the last resort.
Yeah.
When you study the call, it seems to be from a shuttle of some kind. It's kind of just adrift out in the space between Thunmar and Terrace, which is the 2 planets you guys are traveling between right now.
Does it indicate who or how many or?
So it says that it's a family, a husband and wife, that has been stuck on their marriage voyage. They were just married and their ship has gone down, is what it seems like by the information. Go ahead and give me a investigation check.
Oh, yes.
Or insight. Kronos, if you want to use insight, you can also use insight to try and go over this information. This signal.
I'll use investigation because I got advantage on that.
Oh, I need to open.
And I'll take the nat 20 plus 11, so 31 on investigation.
That's better than my 27.
All right. So with your insight, you get some. With your check in your investigation, you are getting some inconsistencies. It seems like this has been typed up by someone and isn't necessarily the most official. Kronos, with your insight, you pick up on that too. You get that these people are hiding. If you want to get close enough to scan the ship, you can. But they're definitely hiding from something. You don't know if there's actually only 2 people, if they're a wedding or any of that, but...
No cans trailing behind the shuttle.
Right.
I want to get close enough to scan, but I want weapons locked on this thing. Like a lot.
Okay. So you guys gain a lock on the ship from your gunship. You get close enough to hit it with torpedoes, and you can hail it if you would like to hail it with close, short range communications.
Yeah, very short range, very tight beam.
When you make contact, it takes a moment, and then you get a distressed voice coming back like, "Oh, I didn't think anyone would find us out here. I thought we were gonna starve." Oh.
Not suffocate or freeze. Or...
So the name on the thing he gives you, he's like, "My name was Taryn Elris. My wife, Elna Terrace. We were just married. Our ship went down. Is there any repairs you might be able to help us with? We can't see you on any of our sensors."
So I this is telepathically. They're named after the planet Terrace.
Yeah.
It's like John Smith.
John Smith.
I'm not buying
Taryn, not Terrace.
So his name is John Earthling.
John Earthling. There is no Earth or Terra here, so not necessarily.
What do we read on sensors?
On sensors, it seems to be 2 people. Low life signs are low. Seems like they've been adrift.
But we detected some inconsistencies. Something
in the message.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Are you saying that to them, or is that because you guys were talking to telepathic? I don't know if you're saying that to them. Or...
What kind of repairs do you need exactly?
Our fuel cells were damaged and they vented out into space. If you have some sort of form of power or fuel cell we can install into our ship, we could gladly be on our way. We could even pay you if need be. We have 5,000 credits with us.
Do we have like a tractor beam on this bitch?
Mm-hmm.
I have a tractor beam on my ship.
You both have tractor beams, actually.
Well, there you go. So the
gunship's is much stronger, though.
Yeah, I imagine so. The inconsistencies in the message. What kind of inconsistencies? Like data inconsistencies, not coming from the same ship. Life support inconsistencies.
It's a forged. So Dis found out that it's essentially a forged, VIN registration on this ship. It seems to be a fake registry. And then you seem to notice inconsistencies in the story, quote unquote. The story seems to be fake and made up. Like, you don't know if they were really just married or why they're adrift, but all you know for sure is that there's 2 people on the vessel and that they've been adrift in space for a while. But you don't know why they lied about what their ship is, and you can see that when you try to verify that, like, the tracking on the ship has been removed, similar to what Dis did to their elven tracking, and it is an elven ship.
Oh,
Why don't you
So
ask them to tell us the truth, and we might be.
why
able
don't
to
I
see
ask their
what
ship
it
to
was.
tell me the truth?
If you want to attempt that, you can. Go ahead and give me first to break their systems is actually a wisdom saving throw.
Can I toss a bardic inspiration?
Yeah, if you have them left.
Yeah, I do. Yep, I'll toss you a bardic inspiration
What is
disc.
that, a D8?
D10.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Shay, I pity your rolls if you had a D10.
You have inspiration for
5.
10 minutes.
14 is
Yeah,
19,
thanks.
and my wisdom saving throw is a plus 26.
26. You have some options. You get into the ship. With that, you realize there's some things you could do. You could manipulate the ship however you want. What you're looking for, you want to find, why the ship was essentially deactivated. If you want to figure out where the ship came from, you could try to reactivate what they shut off. But essentially, the ship has been similar to like a memory wipe spell, but it's just been like rebound to a different person. The person this is bound to is not any of those names that you have in your head. When you sort of communicate with the ship, you get 2 names. You get the name Jewel Eladin, and then you also get the name Jewel Huss.
Huh. Hold on. Let me bring up my anemic notes here. Damn it, Luke, this is what I have you for.
Listen, I can't take notes for everybody. I try.
No, remember our quest document?
Oh.
Yeah, the one that's on, on the Google Drive that everybody has access to? Yes.
I was looking for the link, douchebag.
It's in the share. It's in the fucking shared.
Oh,
I mean, that's how I find it. I just go to
I
my
have
Google
it.
Drive
Pop in
and
the
look for all the
document.
shared stuff.
I have it.
Koala popped in. Oh, now it's a dolphin.
What?
And when it tells you when someone else is in the same Google document, they're showed as like a little anonymous, animal or whatever. It's always a different animal in the corner.
Okay, can you
That's interesting.
can you repeat that while I look at the fugitive ship bounty?
Rogue's Gambit, I believe, is what you're looking for.
Oh, the one you highlighted. Okay.
I figured I'd help because I know what you're looking for.
We're good at this.
No, I kind of recognized the name.
Yeah.
House of Eladin. What the fuck is that? Hey, Kronos, you know where the hell Eladin is?
No. Sounds vaguely familiar.
So it seems like that would be one of the High Elven houses. One of the quest lines deals with them.
Dude, these people were 30,000 gold. Well, his head is worth 10,000. Her living body is worth 20.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to go. And I'm mumbling like
Really?
this over the telepathy.
You do realize that you're using telepathy and you're mumbling in all of our brains, basically. Will you stop it?
That's a lot of money.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm just fuck this. So why Why do people want you dead and her alive?
There's a pause. Do you want to give me a persuasion and or intimidation check? If you
It's gonna be intimidation. It's going to be my plus 15.
Yeah, well, depending on what you use, depends on how people react. So it all depends on the person's temperament.
I was going for in a threatening manner. 34.
Yeah, okay. So when you say that, there's a pause, but then a female voice comes over the comms and says, like, do we really have a choice at this point? And the female voice that takes over goes, my name is Jewel, and I'm a daughter of the House of Eladin. I made a choice to leave, to follow my heart instead of my. You could hear her give air quotes when she says this, but she says destiny with like disdain in her voice. I made a choice for happiness, and now people want the one thing that makes me happy in this world dead. We're willing to pay you 5,000 credits to help us on our way, and to be of no more burden to than that to you. Our fate is in your hands. And then the comm kind of cuts off.
Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I mean, we don't.
If the comm cuts off, I'm hitting mute, and I'm just going to turn to these two, and I don't give a shit, and I don't want to waste our time with bringing his head back. Let's just take the $5,000. Do we have any spare fuel cells?
Probably.
You guys have like 3 that you found. I can't remember where you found them, but you actually have 3 power cells.
Oh yeah, they were. I think they were in one of the facilities that we raided.
Hold on.
I mean, do we need them? This isn't the essence of the elemental thing that
Have we needed them thus far? We didn't even know we fucking had them.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Let's
had
Marie
that
Kondo this shit and get rid of them.
Yeah.
It doesn't bring me joy.
I'm going to bring it around to Doc.
Thank you for what you originally gave me. Go on to better places. Isn't that the whole Marie Kondo?
Yeah, well, I mean,
spark
she also
joy.
says that nobody needs more than 30 books in their life, so I take whatever that chick says with a grain of fucking salt.
Look, you do it on certain things. Like fuel cells you didn't even know you had, they can go.
Yes, I agree.
Books that you look at frequently, maybe you keep those.
Yes.
A 19 on my pilot check to Doc.
Yeah, so
I'm
you use
sorry.
Are you docking?
you use the tractor beam and you
Yeah.
pull them up to the bay. Essentially, you're having them dock on the top side of the ship, so they essentially come down in this area where Kronos' ship is, except there's like a ladder that goes up to the top of your ship where they would be docked onto. That's where the ship's attached. So they come down from here into the ship if you want to let them, or you can go up and poke your head into their shuttle.
They can come down into that room next to the number 14, at which point Silver and Frog G and Bryn. Oh, fuck it. Put Kronos in another corner. All right, all 4 corners, and I'll stand blocking the way into the rest of the ship. Kronos, I'm assuming you leave your doors locked.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if there was anything, Zisha would be at the door to my ship. If anything tried to run into my ship, so yeah.
Okay,
All right,
yeah.
then.
So there's just like a through the sliding door in the back of where the window is. There's just a fucking black saber-toothed tiger or whatever.
Just kind of laying with his paws, folded one over the other, looking mildly, bored.
And there will be 3 fuel cells on the at the bottom of the ladder. And I'll just sit there tapping my foot with my eyebrow raised.
Oh. So the man comes down and goes, "You met Jewel. My name's Finn Huss. Yeah. So thanks for the help." And you see he's looking around at like all this fucking crazy shit that he's never even imagined, and kind of like sees the power cells and then holds out the the credit chip to you, Dis, and looks down and kind of goes for the power cells and just make sure you're not going to say anything or stop him, and then he kind of goes to hand them up to Jewel in the shuttle, and then get ready to install them and go about their way. So if you guys
as he closes the door, I'll just say good luck, kids.
Nice.
Stay safe.
They install their power cells and go about their way, trying to stay away from the royal family. And you guys head back your way to the rebel base, so Kronos can spend the last of his time with Suzaria before you guys head back out and try to fucking kill Manos once and for all.
Have fun
that's
storming
where
the castle.
I'm gonna fucking end Manos.
Yep, and that's
All
what
right.
Manos is douche.
Yay.
This before my computer melts.
Yay. Your poor computer.
It's okay.
Good job on
Ooh,
not dying
floating.
again, guys.
Yeah, we're not terrible at not dying. You know, we're okay at not dying.
Well, you didn't take the
Everything
risk
else?
going into the war zone like I thought you possibly might do. I didn't know if you would, didn't think you would, but there's always a chance. I figured I'd probably.
I mean,
try to shoot
there's
down
definitely
invisible.
always a possibility for us doing something that dumb.
Yeah, it could happen.
There's a bunch of
I
people
want
that need to be
everyone to
killed
know-
down there. We're just gonna jump right into the fray.
I've
I
done
want
some
everyone
crazy
to
shit
know
in
I
my old
stopped
D&D
the
games.
music.
Can we long rest, or do you want us to wait until next thing?
You can hit the long rest. You guys are gonna get to the base and have a couple days, so you can hit long rest
Okay.
right now if you want.
Yeah, I just don't want to forget.
Yep. I have no tricks at my sleeve at the moment.
At the moment.
The ship appears to be clear. You appear to be safe at the moment.
Just like all of these wordings is.
I wish there was an option in long rest to also reset charges.
I
On
mean, the
equipment.
charges should reset
They don't.
after a long rest.
Because
Yeah,
they're
sometimes they don't. It's fucking
Yeah.
annoying.
because they're custom items. So I, don't
I
think
blame
it-
D&D Beyond.
Same.
It is 100%.
Same.
I can go
same.
look at the items that don't do it too. Maybe there's something I can do to fix that. Oh,
Like any of my equipment that has charges
Really?
does not reset.
dang.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I found? Sometimes they will reset and sometimes they won't. It's like it chooses when it's going to reset. Like on the sentient cord, sometimes it won't reset and sometimes it will. It is the most bizarre thing.
Yeah. Well, soon, hopefully,
Huh.
we won't have to use fucking
Right.
Yeah.
that shit anymore.
What system are we going to again? I totally blanked on it the
Well,
other day.
I wanted to build one, and I wanted to build one that's in the vein of
Like
Shadowrun-ish.
right?
Yeah, Shadowrun-ish. So I wanted to try dice pools for a little bit. But
I'm laughing
I don't know yet.
because I was in the chat of a stream discussing different kind of cyberpunk type systems,
oh yeah,
and the consensus of the two guys who were actually on the stream was don't use Shadowrun. So
yeah, no, you have
Ouch.
to. So if you use Shadowrun for anything other than Shadowrun, it's not going to work. You have to do a lot of modification. So what I did is I'm not using a good chunk of it. I'm starting at their basics and rebuilding from like kind of how their basics are, because they do a lot of weird shit where it's like each bullet that's shot from the gun adds like a dive to the damage pool and like just weird shit like that, and just stuff gets completely unruly. So I'm
Convoluted,
playing with some
yeah.
I'm playing with some math. It's not looking as good as I had hoped when I first started, so I'm not sure if it's the direction I 100% want to go yet. I'm still playing with some shit, but yeah, we'll see.
okay, so Shadowrun but TBD.
Yeah, essentially.
It's going to be
Shadowrun,
something.
but heavily homebrewed.
It's going to be something with sci-fi and cybernetics and shit.
I think whatever we do is going to have to be homebrewed, unless we use just a very
More than
generic
likely.
system. So
GURPS.
I'll have to just, I'm saying something like that might be the way to go too. So
It's
not
literally in the
necessarily
name.
GURPS.
Generic universal roleplay system.
Yeah,
No, I know.
but yeah. So
Only
there'll
if
be
we
some.
can crack open that Cyborgs of the West book, or what is it? Cyborgs of the East, whatever it is. The ones where they get the real high-tech shit from like Japan and China.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out what the like the next set of stakes will be or whatever after Manos, because like there's like there's the whole thing where you're gonna have to find a way to like actually survive and gain resources in a real world, but I don't know exactly, because you guys are gonna have the ability to like universe jump. I don't know if you guys want to be like have like a slider campaign where you guys like jump from all these crazy universes.
I mean, Kronos
That'd
is
be a lot
kind
of
of used
fun.
to that.
That would be a lot of fun, and it wouldn't get boring. As long as we could have a safe haven, like a ship that actually, had stuff like Kronos' ship to make sure we had food and stuff like that.
Yeah, I plan on Kronos' ship continuing, and even your gunship continuing. It just depends on depending on how this all ends, because there's like 5 or 6 ideas I have, depending on how like the battle with Manos goes or messing with the code goes, because there's failure scenarios and success scenarios for each one, and then those scenarios can kind of like alter each other too. So you guys might end up taking a tunnel to one of your home universes, or having to ride this universe through a big bang into the next universe when it's brought to reality, or there's all kinds of different things that could happen, so we'll see.
The only thing that I would really say that I think our ships need, since Luke's has a food replicator, would be a matter replicator, like on Star Trek. Like the cargo replicators that Star Trek uses to be able to replicate just basic items.
Like simple
clothing
implements and stuff. Just fill it with like mineral printing.
Yeah, that's
like 3D
exactly it. You fill it with whatever the constituent matter is, and it basically just uses a generic whatever for almost anything, with the exception of like dense metals and stuff like that. So
Bach could do something like that.
Yeah, I think basically just something to help us continue to be self-sufficient, and to where maybe with the right, if we had to go mine the material even, but to be able to replicate stuff to make repairs, because I don't imagine that armored hull fragments grow on trees in every universe. So
we could also do a
Probably
thing where
not.
like you have to go hunt down elementals for the raw elemental material,
Yeah.
Oh, that's nuts.
or find other ways to get it, other ways to get the material too. That's not the only way, but like, or like skimming a sun or a star or something. Or
to
all
get
kinds of
plasma or other
Yeah.
kind of exotic articles and stuff.
shit. Yeah, we can go all Star Trek with it. Ugh.
Dark matter nebula.
See, I'm wanting to watch some Orville now.
Dude, that show's so awesome.
As long as the ship's not shaped like a toilet bowl. That threw me off for so many of the first episodes. I just that's a toilet seat flying around. Come on now.
It's a good show, though.
Come on,
It
Seth.
is. It's awesome.
And his ship is so much smaller than the other ships. It's like,
But I mean,
here's
it's
the-
more Star Trek than the Star Trek shows that
It
are on
is.
TV right now.
Well,
so
these
It is.
these days, yeah.
Picard season 3, from what I could glimpse on reaction videos, was not horrible, but 1 and 2 was terrible.
I'm
Just terrible.
yeah,
I'm
Do
so
what?
burnt out on seeing the aged actors try to relive
Yeah.
roles or bring back roles from my
Glory
childhood
days.
or- yeah, it's I can't do it anymore. I don't know.
it's overstayed its welcome.
Yeah. It just feels
Well-
like member berries.
Well, yes. Why do you?
Well,
why
when
do
the
you
original
think
cast
people are going
got
to see the
old-
Flash right now? Because Michael Keaton is Batman. Remember Michael Keaton is Batman. You liked
Look.
that, right?
I'm gonna see it because there's a Supergirl on the big screen. We're gonna call it Superwoman, because Supergirl is blonde.
No. Yep. Hobble.
I don't care.
Anyhow.
All right. Thanks for
See you
joining us,
guys next
everybody.
week.
Bye.
Bye.